Let's just suspend reality. Get back to the crazy, y'all. As we pick up after a wonderful little fight in a duck pond. Oh, we've been waiting to get to the ducks for a while. As you fought the duckdras. It doesn't really roll off the tongue, does it? The multi-headed ducks. Spotting a couple of little three-headed ducks when Zaga went out to try and catch one earlier in the day. And I mean, let's be honest, what a twist of fate that was. The luck that he didn't catch one and unleash a bigger beast when there was only two of you in the duck pond. As later going back to investigate what the hell was going on with the three-headed ducks, you found a much larger seven-headed duck.
And Zaga wasn't even there.
And Zaga was watching a magic shop. The man has the best timing. As yes, you were on a bit of downtime. A couple of days after you've had the fight with the unshackled intellects, destroying the, what you don't know is a mind flayer, keeping the body stored in a barrel in a prison cell with ice surrounding by it. That's going to get stinky soon. As yes, you found a druid from the Earth sect named Undrill. Kins, you got that? Undrill. Undrill. Yep, not Andriel or whatever else you were.
I'm not rolling
Ariel.
my tongue for her. She's an orc.
Undrill. She's a knob. Did you say?
She was
An orc.
Oh, an orc. Okay, I thought you said knob. I'll take an orc because she's not. That's what we call a knob for. She can't say her name.
Shag a dwarf.
Imagine making our team's a druid look rubbish.
How dare you?
This one's actually good at research.
This one's good. Didn't do any fighting, though. Stay back in the fight.
Yeah,
yes, it's here to investigate further Death Bloom. After finding out there was some stuff that had crept out of the forest and made its way into town, she was investigating a little further before heading back towards the Redvant, which is on the west side of Orhearth in the Borderlands, to make her way down to Lake Morgana and her druid masters to pass on the information and research she had found. But yeah, it asked you for a couple of days. Coincidentally, Gallon, the cowboy artificer, needs a couple of days to work on the Kadir antler weapons and wands, magical items you'd asked him for. So you guys have been trying to fill the time in between. But yeah, we will come back exactly as the battle had finished. Ducks have been slain, heads have been chopped off, and I believe there was a knocked out goose in the hands of one Von Van. How are you storing said goose?
Oh, I'm carrying it over to Undrill.
You're just carrying it? Okay, cool. I realised you hadn't put it in anything.
No. I'm just holding it by the legs.
By the legs, not by the necks.
Not by the necks.
The necks are just flopping around.
Yeah.
Appendages.
All the heads just banging against each other.
Nice.
Hey, Bonbon, you need a hand with that thing? Looked like it was keeping you busy over there.
I am fine, Zaga.
Is Zaga carving up the big one at this point?
He hasn't started carving up the big one.
It's up to you. It's up to you what you want to do with the big one. You have a rather large Zaga-sized duck. In fact, the body is Zaga-sized. You got the heads that then come out from there.
Are the feathers bigger than a normal duck's feathers?
On the big one, yeah.
Can I take a duck feather to add it to my owlbear feather?
Yeah, 100%.
100%. You don't have a hat anymore. You gave me your hat.
I don't know. I'll tie it to my shoes or something. I'll look like Apollo flying through the skies.
Put like two little...
I think it's Apollo.
Yeah, go for it. Collect some feathers.
Greek mythology? Roman mythology's a bit iffy.
Don't carve that up at all until Undrill's had a look at it.
As you said, like Undrill makes her way forward. She's like, "That was quite impressive. The way the wait. One point of clarification: you're not a dwarf anymore, Zaga?
No, I changed
you
over
had changed back.
after
Okay,
I killed the big duck after the killing blow.
Just was checking.
Brag.
Just for checking. That was quite impressive. These are quite strange beasts, if you don't mind. And she makes her way towards the larger one and starts like moving around some of the heads. She checks where one of the, I think like the green blade, the flame blade, had like sliced and seared off one. And she has a look around the neck and some of the blood that's coming out. And you see she goes back, gets a vial out, and just like squeezes the neck, open neck, and just like re-piercing the seared skin. Just like squeezes out like a small, very thin vial of some blood and corks it up. And you can see the blood is, this like deep dark red within here, but it doesn't look. At first sight, doesn't look any different to any normal blood, but just very, very dark within there. The searing looks quite nice across the duck, though. If you like me, nice bit of seared duck, delicious.
Does this big duck look like it's got any loot on it?
Yeah, you search it. It's got a pouch with 500 gold on it. No, it's the duck. It's the duck. She goes down and starts picking, and she turns back to you, and is like, "And this is a life specimen."
Yes.
Do you have any? And then she reaches, puts her bag on the floor and reaches through and pulls out, just like a bag, like a small little burlap sack. And she's like, "This is the best I have for storing. If you think we can keep the duck quiet, maybe for a bit longer, unless anybody has. I'm assuming you don't have cages. This is a crazy question."
No, we don't have any
Okay,
cages.
so she offers up the burlap sack for you to drop the duck into.
Okay, drop the duck in.
Drawstrings it, ties it to her bag, and we'll
How
wait.
many heads did it have?
That one had 3. The small ones had 3, and the
I was gonna say,
bigger
I've
one
still
had
got
7.
handcuffs from the tabaxi, but there's not really much point.
No, I think they would probably fall off her duck's
You're gonna
neck as
handcuff
well.
their necks together.
Yeah,
Oh, together, maybe. Just tie them in a bow.
yeah, pretty much.
What we should do this with the live specimen, I can do, and ideally I will take this back to as proof of the death bloom's effects. But the larger bird, there is some cuts that we can do some testing on. But I do believe we should maybe either destroy or move the body that the pieces we no longer need, because yes, a large 7-headed monstrosity in the middle of a city town duck pond is probably not good.
Is it safe to eat?
I would not recommend eating until we have done further testing, but again, the only way to test if the meat is spoiled in any way is to, I suppose, take a willing someone who is willing to experiment, I suppose.
I'll eat the duck.
That is, I recommend, if you are going to try the duck, that we ensure that we do it under controlled conditions, somewhere where if something were to go wrong, that we could isolate the problem. But yes, I mean, willing, and she kind of looks towards you, Von, as like, yeah, this guy's willing to do it. Let's fucking go for it. If we can find willing
have a look
suspects.
on my face that say, imagine a 7-headed Zabba.
She looks back like, yes, definitely. We should attempt it in safer conditions, at least.
Yes, if we are to attempt it.
Yes, of course. And it would be a small amount. Just to we need to know all information is required around this. If this Death Bloom has the ability to pass from plant to animal, it could pass from animal to person, and if not, if it even cannot make the last jump, then even flocks of animals being taken down by this Death Bloom could wipe out huge amounts of the food supply for much of the country. So we must, if you are willing to try, my kobold friend, then this would be useful information.
Yeah, I'll eat some duck. I've been trying to eat duck all day.
Perfect. Do we have a way of covering the large body to transport it back, or? She kind of looks around at you guys for.
Will it fit in the bag of holding?
If you cut it up enough.
Yes.
I mean, we can put bits of the duck in the bag of holding, I guess.
We can dissect it, definitely. I have no use for the full carcass. It will be the organs and checking the top of the body, where the body, the neck has multiplied, or this is the area that I am most concerned with, as well as the internal organs of the duck. But much of it I have little to no use for.
Yeah, it's so strange being around a druid who's good at research and knowing stuff.
She.
I say in Zaga's head, watch what you're fucking saying.
Oh, but it's good to have a cleric on the team. And I give my thumbs up to Von Van.
Yeah, we need one of those too.
As you guys are jiving backwards and forwards, she's pulled out like a larger piece of like canvas material, like a waxed canvas material, like waterproof material. And she pulls out one and pulls out a few smaller bits, lays the bird out in front, and then kind of pulls out a small, long, it looks like a boning knife, essentially. A slightly larger blade than a boning knife, where it would be thin, but it's very thin blade, but quite wide, and it's got the point out to the end. She kind of turns around and says, "If nobody minds, shall I dissect?"
Yeah, cut
I've
off
got a bigger blade right here if you need the use of it.
I would much prefer using this knife. I have trained a little. And then you see she just like, as the bird is like laid wings out, like breast up, and she kind of looks back, and with like barely a moment, lines up and just crack straight through the breastbone, and you see like the half orc in Undriel come through as she literally carved through the chest of this bird, just cracks open the rib cage as it's just, you hear the bones snapping across as the insides are out, and she's like, "Lovely." And he goes back and starts cutting out each of the organs, laying the organs down and wrapping them up individually, putting a little bit of rope around each one as she goes, and very, very quickly essentially butcher calves like half
good cuts, the breast or something.
It's like half butcher, half surgeon, the way that she goes through and carves this thing up. You get the feeling that there's influences of both at play, the scientist and the butcher, as she manages to carve up, pull it all together, puts it in, and then you end up with the two wings in complete form. And it probably takes a couple of minutes, up to about 5 minutes to go through fairly quick. It would have taken you guys a lot longer to do this, and definitely wouldn't have been as skilled. As she gets off the two wings individually, she manages to kind of take out, cut away the organs, the bottom half of the organs, but manages to keep like the top half of the spine and the where the heads are out as like one piece away from the snaps it away from the rib cage, which she wraps up, and then you see that she does pull out like the full breast meat sections come out from there, and the legs come out and go into a single package, as well as like the food part.
Hey, Zaga, grab those wings. You might be able to fuse them to fly.
I don't think they'll work.
I mean, if we tie them to your arms, you flop.
Please do that. That is hilarious.
He doesn't know that Zaga can fly yet, does he?
No. Cool. So yeah, she does
Are
that.
we in
plus
dim
that.
light or darkness?
No, it's the middle of the day. I'll let you know when it gets to dim light or darkness.
It's eternal light.
Yeah. The death bloom is the sun, and it's out forever. There's no more there. As she packages it all up, she kind of, if you're offering, will load up the larger stuff definitely into the bag of holding to save carrying the larger cuts, because this is a big old bird, right? You're talking like a Zaga-sized base, but when you're taking all the heads out as well, this is not something you want to just be like lugging over your shoulder. It wouldn't all fit in a backpack if you're trying to do it.
It's like Big Bird from Sesame Street.
Yeah, essentially, she's just chopped up Big Bird from Sesame Street, but it got multiple smaller heads. Packs it all up into the bag of holding and passes that back Von to you. She's like, okay. She kind of like washes off, goes to wash off a bit in the duck pond, but you do notice that the water itself is got this like murkiness to it. This like not quite oil slick, but not too dissimilar a look across the top of something that is either algae growing across with a dark green and black. And she washes a few things off, and it's a bit like, that water's not so great. Turns around.
Yeah, when I put in stuff back into, when I take back the bag,
Mm-hmm.
being absolutely fucking destroyed from that, I go to grab my water skin, and just before drinking it, remember that there's a fucking tadpole in it.
I'm gonna get you.
So,
Do you want to use mine? I've got some water.
Is that okay? And I make a mental note to buy a new water skin to actually have water in.
It'll be 3 gold.
Wow.
happened to you?
Oh, free
What's wrong
gold.
with you? It's so
Do you
tight
know
on
what?
cash.
I suddenly feel like I'm a bit of a ranger myself. I might keep that bow for myself.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot that I'm Faywin.
Okay.
Of course, Mum, no problem. Please, have as much as you like.
Sorry, I forgot I made a character.
I
That's
forgot.
nice.
Sorry, we're playing a game. I just
Yeah.
forgot.
I forgot we're in fancy. I
Oh,
have to-
there's Redvant Hermione.
Yeah. I would say as well, as you like go and you pick the water skin up, as it gets closer towards your like mouth, even before you uncap it, you feel the movement still of the thing you caught inside still being alive at least.
Yeah.
Which would probably kick you to be like, oh yeah, shit, there's a living tadpole thing in here.
Yeah.
I think that was everything from yeah. So yeah, Andrea packs up, washes a bit. She's like, I will need to wash up back at the inn, underground inn place. But I have what I need from here.
Yes, we should head back.
Yes, I think this is, well, at least to get these things into storage. Like I say, I found some things out from the people of the south when they were talking about the animals and how they were reacting to what has been going on and this sickness that had been spreading. But there was no signs of, or no clear signs of any. And she kind of like gestures towards the bad, whatever this is.
Roughly what time of day is it?
It would have been. It's still early. Well, it's probably about like lunchtime-ish, midday, because you got up and got out to do stuff, and if not, maybe a little bit later, maybe early afternoon.
Okay.
Because that's pretty much what you did for the day. When Art went back after you failed to catch the duck, that was still the morning. So yeah, to come out to
Yeah, I was
find
just
Andrew
thinking
and get
because
back.
I think Otter agreed to do a job tonight, didn't he?
He had.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you
So
still got a
we
few.
time for a rest because the duck beat up someone like Bombo.
Yeah. Oof. Yeah.
Only
Well, you've been
4
told
hours
that.
for a long rest.
Yeah, I was gonna say it depends what you need for long rest. If you're thinking you want to get back for a job, then the plan would be to get back and try and get a long rest in, which means you'll be going out probably later into the. She told you it's a night job anyway, but it might be like a dead of night job that you'll be going over there then.
We'll see
Before
what
we-
can-
Before we do any missions, do you mind if I have a quick nap? Again?
I could probably do with a quick nap as well myself, to be fair.
Yeah, sounds pretty good to me.
Oh, you must have been busy this morning. I left you not 4 hours ago, and you are ready for naps already.
Oh, I thought you were there with us.
Not for your naps. I was out in the morning talking to the people of the south.
It's a
I kind
siesta.
of-
It's what they do down south.
Oh,
I kind of look at Andrew where my face probably all battered
Yeah.
up with scratches and blood
yes.
and stuff like that. Yeah, this happened.
I can see.
What time will dinner be served?
If you are talking about the duck, we will have to arrange for a safe environment with Viper and the Red Hood crew to make sure we can cook in a isolated place. How would you like your? Would you like to try raw and cooked?
Medium rare.
Okay, we can try a few things, but we will have to arrange with Viper.
She's gonna get real sick of us bringing all these strange creatures back to her place. First it was a vampire, now it's a 3-headed, 7-headed duck, or whatever the fuck it is.
Yes, I imagine that she is not having a good time trying to keep the peace.
Well, we better get
before
back
you
if
do
you're
it.
gonna cook dinner.
Cook dinner. Okay. Shall we go?
What are you gonna serve the duck with?
Did we grab the other 3-headed duck?
The
'Cause she's
We probably should grab that as well.
You can go fishing for it. 'Cause I think
Oh, yeah.
John looked
went
for it and
underwater,
it,
didn't
yeah, it like it'd been pierced enough and destroyed enough that it wasn't a buoyant body anymore. So yeah, it's in the pond, but wasn't visible from the surface. But again, like I say, this water is fairly murky.
Zombie duck.
I'm gonna leave it for now.
Mhm.
And hope that nothing bad can come from.
What could possibly go wrong? Cool. So you head your way back through the town towards
Zaggy,
home.
You could use that duck as a fertilizer for your bean.
Pardon?
You could use the duck as fertilizer for the bean.
Not the bean. I
I
was
don't think
wrong.
Watson knows about the bean, does he?
Yeah, because darkness on the tree. But no, I guess I wouldn't know.
No.
It could pass a deception, didn't it?
Still lying about
Okay, out of character then, you can use duck.
Still lying
One
about
bean.
planting the bean.
Can I grab a new water skin on the way through? There would have been
For the town?
open on the way through.
Yeah. If you're passing through the town back to the
That'll be 3 gold.
Can I use bleach on that?
it'd be like a silver, Max. Can you bleach? On what?
My water skin that's now contaminated.
With why is it contaminated?
From
One
that
stitch.
bit.
If you want to put bleach in your water, go for it. But I'm not sure it's going to be that good for you.
I mean, I think only one of us should eat something dodgy.
Bleach it, Jesus. Cool. Should you make your way back? Yeah, you can pick one up. Just knock a couple of silver off for in 1 silver for a water skin, for a basic water skin. It's pretty easy.
Wait, are
to
they
find shops.
fancy luxury?
No, maybe. I mean, what do you want? You want a diamond
They've got, like,
encrusted?
gold and gems, and they've got
skin.
like
What
your
can-
name.
Can I
sewn
get
on them.
can I get it engraved with something to make it so I can tell the difference between the two?
You could buy one that
You
is
can
very
buy one.
obviously different, like made from different
Okay,
leathers
yeah.
and stuff. So it is
Get your
obviously-
name on it. Surely you get one with your name on
You
it. a
get
bit
one.
like
You know,
a-
like how wallets are made with just like very basic like marks scored into them. You can get that if you want.
Yeah,
I
guess
didn't
that's
think
fine.
you'd want to go too fancy on a water skin, but if you want to go crazy, let's go water skin shopping. That was a joke. We're not going water skin shopping. Nice. That's the thing I was looking for. So yeah, you make your way back up, jumping through the shops. You've got nothing really. You look a little bit battered and bruised as you're passing by people, but again, it's not too much of a shock to see some more armored people looking a little bit more battered and bruised in the north of Redvant as you pass through the market district, and then can head back to the Thistle and Shamrock. When you arrive, and you going through the pub, make your way downstairs. Who are you looking to see? What you're looking to set up, or are you going to go straight to bed?
Oh, I don't want to go straight to bed in case I miss stuff again. So I'm going to hang around with other people and be the last one to go to bed of people that are napping.
Okay.
I don't have any plans. I just don't want to miss out.
Yeah, I get it. FOMO
I
is a
don't
real
think
thing.
I don't even need a rest, so I'm just gonna hang around.
Yeah, I mean, if those that don't need rest and they want to work on something or search for some bits or whatever else, you can do that. This is you're going to have 8 hours of downtime essentially to take you through to the evening.
No.
Saga will have a nap until dinner's ready.
Okay. So what do you mean by having that? Do you want to? Are you taking a short rest? Or are you taking a long rest?
If I can get away with the long rest until there's duck to eat, I don't know. How
The long rest. If you're going to take long rest, because you will miss dinner. Your long rest now is going to be getting in like early afternoon and siestaing through till midnight to get up to do this night job. So it'll be a case of you can come back here, debrief with Viper to set some stuff up, and then if you're going to do the job and you want the long rest, you're going to have to. Those that want long rest are going to have to time
No.
out for the long rest.
Saga doesn't actually need a rest. He's only used 1 spell slot.
Okay.
I just don't have anything else I want to do for 8 hours.
It's up to you guys.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go back and wash my face, whatever,
Yeah.
fill up the water skin, and then I'll probably go straight for the 4 hours.
Cool. Rest of you?
Yeah, I'm taking a long rest.
Yeah, those taking longer. If you've agreed to do it, and like I say, you can leave it in the charge of then those that want the long rest can leave it in the charge of those that aren't taking long rest to sort out the meeting with Viper to get the job.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to long rest. I don't want to. I'm gonna have to.
I'll arrange with Viper.
Oh,
Where
Zaga
we
and
meet and
Faywin.
stuff.
Awesome.
Oh god.
Yeah, high
Please,
five.
no.
What do you mean, awesome?
Wow.
Faywin can definitely do really well with this conversation. Zaga,
Yeah, yeah. Faywin's the organised one.
Yeah.
I'm saying this in character, by the way.
Okay.
I'm worried.
Sure, no problem. What am I arranging with her again?
Just
Just to discuss
what the job is.
the whole
Who was there when
situation.
she spoke to you guys about it?
It wasn't her. It was someone else, wasn't it?
It was. No. There was two.
No, we just speak to her, yeah.
She had this one, and then another rando was asking you in the pub about doing the distraction.
I thought that was the one Otter had agreed to. The one on the
Wasn't
boat.
that like Rock or something like that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Rock. I was talking to Rock.
Yeah. He said he's looking to he's collecting some information. He's like one of the espionage guys, the spy guys. He has some information where he thinks some of the dealings, or the intellects had some dealings with some like pirate types who are either stealing from or stopping trade in and out of Redvant somewhere. He needs someone to create a distraction enough for them to get on a boat. So for him to get on a boat to find out some more information to flesh out a full job. So he was looking for someone that could go down and create enough of a distraction that gets him on the boat, but doesn't cause too much of a ruckus that they're suspicious and get found out. So he
Yeah,
was
that's the
asking
one
for
Otter had said. He had basically agreed to do for the group.
He had said you'd be interested in it, but didn't know when. And then Viper was talking about going to a well-paid job.
Oh,
To get
yeah,
Hot
that was the Hot
Valley.
Springs one, wasn't it? The Hot
Yeah,
Valley
that's
one.
the one I think he actually agreed to. So she said there's a
Oh, I forgot
Yeah.
about that. The ghosts.
That was the
yeah,
hauntings.
when
yeah.
you guys were moaning about she said there's a well-paid job at Hot Valley because the workers are not agreeing to work on night shift because there's some sort of hauntings going on, and if they don't get it up and running again soon, they're going to fall behind on getting Hot Valley ready, which is where Oswell and his circus are booked to have a kind of on premises kind of like carnival type thing. They're normally a water based circus, but they're building Hot Valley for them to have this kind of like semi permanent residency to create Hot Valley into this, for lack of a better word, like shit Las Vegas shows and gambling and other things they want to build in the top half of Redvant.
So Black Bill.
Yeah. I mean, it's based on. I mean, flip the side of the map is Black Ball. Should we get a light tower? So yeah, but she was saying that needs to be done. They need to find out what's going on because they're refusing to work, but it's a nighttime job because it's a night shift. They're complaining about these hauntings. But it's up to you. You can pick them and choose on the day. She said it needs to be done at night, but it's up to you because you've got. Well, you've probably got one more night, haven't you? But you've got 2 days essentially for Gallon. So the things won't be ready tomorrow; they'll be ready the day after. But then if you're going to be leaving that day, when you pick up the stuff from Gallon, you probably don't want to be doing a job in the evening, straight through to the
Hey,
morning.
so Faywin, are we negotiating this job while the others sleep?
I can ask her about the details if you want to do the money side of things, Zaga. What do you think?
I mean, dream team.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Don't worry, guys. You get your beauty sleep. Everything will be fine.
Oh, good. You ever thought about getting matching boots with someone, Zaga?
No,
Asking for a friend.
why would I?
No worries, let's go.
That last person that did that died.
Oh, don't remind me.
Oh, Karen, rest in peace.
He's not dead yet.
He's alive and well, motherfuckers. Nice.
Oh, see.
So those. Just so I know, who's sleeping? Arta, Von,
Mate.
Otter.
Yeah.
Okay, that's 3 of you. Yeah, no, there's 2 of you. I thought that was way more difficult. I thought there was more of you. You're so chaotic. It feels like there's 7 of you. There's only 5. It's like multiplying children. Nice. So you guys head off, start getting your rest, clean up, fill up water bottles and stuff, and get yourself ready, knowing that you're going to be doing something this evening that's going to require full effort. Undril, when she gets back, will take those bits she wanted from you, Von. In fact, she will probably take, unless you say otherwise, will probably take all of the meat and bits from the thing. And she'll shoots off, and she kind of follows Faywin and Zaga over to find Viper, and Viper sets her up with someone to take her off to a small, like a lab area, it would be overselling it. But the area in which is shared with the alchemist, and where they do a lot of the work, and where when Bo was here, he would have worked there as well. Where there's like tables set up and implements, and there's fresh water in there to do whatever is required that Shira needs to do. And she ushers. You can see Zaga and Faywin as she's going through and trying to explain it. This you can see Viper's trying to get her to keep her voice down a little bit, and ushers her off quickly and asks for guards to stand on the door to essentially to say leave her in peace. But what they don't want is people going in there and seeing 7 heads coming off one duck body, and someone cutting into it to find out. She's still trying to keep this kind of dampened. And then just as you do,
hey, are they gonna let me in there when it's time for dinner?
you if that's what you want, then yes. I think we'll let Andrea perform whatever duties she needs to perform, and then I'm sure she'll come and let you know when any testing is required. How can I help you guys?
They win.
Hello. Very nice to see you. How are you?
Stressed. There
Of
is
course.
some strange goings on, but
Yeah.
yes, good to see you guys are
Yeah.
making progress again in untold ways.
Big one was really scary, and I couldn't really bring myself to look at it. It really frightened me. Anyway, I'm here to discuss. You mentioned before we had the latest challenge about some strange hauntings going on.
Yes. Well,
So yeah, just coming to find out more about that job and work out if we're the right people to go and help you do that. So
Well-
that's why Zaga and I are here, I think.
perfect. Yes. Well, I mean, Otter, in his usual manner, was very, very up for it earlier. But I did wonder, after a day out, well, doing whatever you guys get up to, seemingly all sorts of bother, whether you'd still be ready. But yeah, this is good. Hot Valley. So we have a production crew, a large-scale construction going on. We're trying to turn the Hot Valley to remove some of the ruins that were there, to remove the burnt out and burnt down areas of the district, rebuild into something that will bring in some business, bring in some entertainment. I'm sure you've seen the posters around with Oswald's, the Coven's plan is to turn this into some kind of mecca for entertainment. Let's just leave it at entertainment. It involves gambling and God knows what else. But we've been passed the job because the construction crews are refusing to work. Normally something we would not get involved in, but the Coven have asked us to step in because the construction crew now have completely down tools on the night shift because of hauntings. And she does the hauntings. They are claiming to hear noises, that things are being moved, that ladders are rattling when they're working. And essentially, they've all been spooked enough that, yes, now we need to go in there and clear out whatever is haunting the area so they can get back to work as quick as bloody possible.
You seem like you don't believe them.
Well, it wouldn't be the
We live in a
strangest
world
thing.
where we brought a vampire back and a 7-headed duck.
Well, this is true, and I believe something is there for sure. What a haunting is, I don't know, but I mean, you guys have just brought back a multi-headed duck, so it could be anything, couldn't it? But as you have,
Could it be vampires?
I mean, yes, let's say it could be vampires. That's going to help you get out and deal with it quickly.
It sounds like you're looking for someone to urgently go up there. I imagine the longer that they're downing tools, the longer the project's going to take. and
Yes, the
essentially,
more.
that's losing you money.
Yes. Well, not losing me personally, but the Coven.
Well,
and
no,
the Coven
Coven,
will
of course, the
sit
Coven.
on me until it
And then
is.
I imagine that then causes you headache when they're not going to be very happy.
You understand completely, Fairwin.
I think what my partner's getting at is there a bonus for urgency?
There is indeed. I mean, it's a very well-paid job, and many would like to take up the job if you guys are not up for it. But with these sort of instances, and just in case it is something a little bit strange, my preference would be that you pick it up.
Is that because
Yeah.
we're disposable?
I think it's
If
more
it
that
was
we're used to
disposable,
strange,
Zaga.
right, Viper?
It's what,
You're
sorry?
not just trying to dispose of it. I said, it's more that we're used to strange, right? You're not
Yes.
just trying to get rid of us.
You have a very good track record with the unusual.
Oh, I quite like that.
I've been working on ways to twist,
Yeah.
to, put a positive spin on things.
Telepathically, I'd like to say to Viper, I think it works well with this one.
Have
Whilst smiling.
you spoken telepathically to Viper before?
Yeah. She saw the amulet, didn't she?
She looked at the amulet. She didn't know what the amulet was.
Oh, fuck it. I've done it now.
Freaked
anyway.
her out.
So yeah, as you say it, she kind of looks back at you. It's like,
And then I'm like, and then in her head again, I'm like, not in her head, I touched the amulet. That's strange. I touched the amulet, say, guess what I've learned how to do? And then kind of like flash the amulet at her.
Saga looks back and forth between the two women, wondering what the fuck's going on.
roll an insight check, Faywin. It's like if you want to roll at disadvantage.
Rolling
'Cause you
inside
would-
check at disadvantage.
If you want to, you could just choose not to roll one.
Oh, it's a 5.
5, okay.
At
Why doesn't
disadvantage,
everybody know?
8.
Because you would have had no idea, with a telepathic speak, you would have had no idea what was going on to roll insight and check on, other than the two of them just stopped momentarily. 8. No, all you pick up, Zago, is that something weird happened, and then Faywin grabs the necklace. And in your panic, Faywin, I don't think you pick up anything additional other than Viper's eyes widen a little, and she gives you kind of a sideward glare. As you then explain, it's from as you explain, it's from the amulet. Her look doesn't change too much. She's like, okay, that was a surprise. So yes, there is the job. So the offer is, I've been advised I can offer 250 gold per person for your full crew to clear the hauntings. It's going to be dependent on what is there. I mean, proof would be great. That would be a bonus for me to be able to go back and hands-on give something away. But if proof isn't possible, then I'd need something at least to give to the Coven to say that we have performed our duties as much as possible.
I mean, it'll be pretty obvious if the crews go back to work.
Yes, it's convincing the crews to go back to work would be the one. If we had the head of something, I suppose, that would be great to show.
Oh, I do
Look,
like
this
chopping
one's-
heads off.
Yeah, I thought you might. So, yes, if you can, that would be great.
We'll do it on one condition.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna need, at some point in the near future, for you to arrange a meeting for us with Oswell.
Oswell the carnival man?
The turtle.
I'm not sure that's within my power, but we can definitely... Are you a fan of the circus, Zag?
Yes, I love aquatic things.
Okay. I mean, we can...
But we will need a meeting with Oswell in the future.
I can put that to the Coven to get you VIP tickets first in the first row seats front of the door when the carnival opens.
It's not as much the show as the meeting, the personal meeting with him.
Okay.
I mean, I'm such a big fan, and it's so rare to see one of his people and the work he does. I just need to ask him some questions about how he does it all.
Roll a persuasion check.
Sorry, roll a
Persuasion.
persuasion or deception? Because I'm clearly lying.
But persuasion. You're trying to ask for something, regardless of the reason around it, and it's not fully within her power. But
Is 22.
22, nice. You can see she's like, okay, I see that you are a great fan of the circus. Another surprise for the day. I will put it back to the Coven, I suppose. Get the guys back to work, and I'm sure they will offer you pretty much what you want. So, yeah, if it's tickets and an in-person meeting with Oswell, then I can put that to the Coven. That's a strange request, but it's been a strange couple of weeks.
Well, it's what I need in order to get everybody on board to go and do this tonight.
Okay. Perfect. If I will pass that back. I can give you no guarantees now, but I will pass that back. And like I say, completing the job, clearing the site, getting the guys back to work, that will speak a lot towards your case for meeting Oswald the Turtle.
Can I just check out of character because I forgot? When did you say that we're picking up the stuff from Gavin?
He needed 2 days.
Oh, I thought it was like a day and a half. I was expecting.
Oh, it would have been like it would.
Next day.
Doesn't. No, it was like the morning of the second day. So you gave it to him in the morning. He needed like 2 days to work on it. So it could be the evening of that. So it'd be like tomorrow evening, like late evening, or the morning after.
Right. So we wouldn't have it for tonight if we went and did this job tonight.
No.
And also
2
the
work days needs.
distance of Hot Springs. How far is that from Redvant?
Hot
quite
Valley's
far,
just
isn't it?
Hot Valley. No, Butte Springs is real far. Hot Valley
Right.
is just north. So where so
People.
Redvant had at the South Old Bridge, then you have the kind of palisade wall that encompasses Redvant, and in the north
Yep.
almost is where Hot Valley is.
Okay, cool. So it's not like we're going to be gone for 10 days now
Nah.
by trekking
It's
there already.
it's in the
Okay,
for all intents and purposes is inside the city. It's part of the city.
Got it.
Yeah, it's just north.
Cool.
Perfect.
Thank you.
So 250 gold, a first class experience with Oswell the Turtle. That can be arranged.
Raven, is there anything else you can think of?
I don't think so. I think that sounds reasonable. Would it just be us, Viper? You wouldn't send anybody else with us?
I don't think I can afford to send anybody else with you. So if you guys could handle it, that should be fine. I mean, the crew won't be there, so it will be an isolated site. I would just be careful around that. The Hot Valley area itself has been in ruins for many years now. It's had a few warehouses that had been rebuilt after the area burnt down, but we haven't really used it. The Covenant hadn't used it for anything other than storage for a long time. So as we're working through and cleaning down, just be careful of some of the general area. There'll be the work site, but there'll also be some burnt ruins around as well. So just be careful of that. But there shouldn't be, like I say, unless there are, and this might be the hauntings, unless there are stowaways or rats or animals or people, whatever, living within the ruins. As far as I'm aware, the site is clear.
And do you know whether the actual site itself is that sealed off, or like,
The
can we
work
get
site
access? Or
itself, you shall have access to. The work site itself will have a small wall that surrounds the work site to make sure that we can lock up any tools and pieces, but we can ensure that that it is left at least unlocked.
just so that they
for
know
you
we're
this evening.
coming. They're not, the
Yes.
people that are based there aren't going to be surprised when we start
No.
looking around.
No, this is true. The evening shift, we will let them know that you are en route and not to lock up the site itself.
Oh, Viper.
Mm.
I've heard it said that ghosts are scared of fire. Would you happen to have a scroll of fireball you could provide us?
If ghosts scared of fire, then they wouldn't be living in the burnt ruins of of an area, would they?
Well, it's burnt out a long time ago. It's not on fire now, is it?
Wow. Either way, no, I've told you once, I've told you a million times, I don't have access to... Have you spoken to the alchemist?
Yeah, I've spoken to Al. He gave me a shopping list.
Ah, and this was for fire?
He gave me a shopping list too, Zaga. Maybe we
What's
could
on
do
your
a shopping
shopping list?
Ah.
I pull it out of
Oh,
my
yeah,
bag
please.
and I look, and it's don't steal my thunder. It says fire peas. How about your list? What's on your list?
I mean,
She's like,
that's
"Do we
a
have
pretty
to do
short
this?"
list. You really needed to pull that out and check it?
Do you know how many documents I read on a daily basis, Zaga? I didn't want to be incorrect.
Anyway, if you were maybe to help the alchemist, he could probably provide you with some fire. But no, myself, I do not have access to the means of creating a fireball. So yes, enjoy.
Thank
please
you, Viper.
try and get back whatever you can. And good luck.
Thank you.
Who needs luck? We're experts at this.
Yeah, it's true.
There we go. Experts at this.
I hope everything with the duck goes well then.
Oh,
Um,
yeah. Get
too
somebody to call me when dinner's ready.
I've left Andril with 2 squires essentially to do any bidding that is required. So I can let. I'm sure she will let you know when she is ready for whatever is required.
If you can give her some orange sauce or something, you know.
orange sauce.
Orange sauce, yeah, like duck à l'orange. It's a delicacy.
Wow.
Honey onion brew.
I am sure she's not preparing a 3-course meal in there. It seemed a lot more scientific, but again, speak to her.
Thank you,
Right,
Viper.
you let me know about that meeting with Oswell, right?
Yes, and like I say, I will pass that back to Coven to let them know that we are on the case. But if you are heading out this evening, then yes, a successful mission will definitely help the case.
Yeah, the others will be on board with it.
Okay. Anything else required? Like I say, we'll leave the area open. Just be aware of some of the ruins that are around. There should be no one on site. So yes, carte blanche to clear out whatever it is that is causing the disturbance.
All right, let's get going, Faywin.
Come on, Saga. Have a good morning, afternoon, Viper.
I will
Sure, yeah.
try to have a peaceful afternoon. Knowing that you, as a party, are taking a rest, I hope that no other surprises shall hit my desk. But of course, if any come up, I know where you are at least.
Well, I did hear a rumor about a donkey with 7 legs.
I hope for all of our sakes you are.
I start ushering Zaga away at this point. Come on, let's
Shakes
go.
her head. Carries on her business. Nice. So those are rest. You are clued up. You know what's going
Sorry,
on.
one more thing just before. As we leave, I want to tell Zaga about the amulet
Yep.
and explain that, I've spent this time with it and I feel like I can, and then halfway through the sentence, talk in his head.
Hey, stop doing that. Bonbon does that shit too. It's annoying.
Yeah, but I think I fucked up, Zaga.
What do
Because
you mean?
I used it in there on Viper and she looked really scared. And I
Well,
forgot.
make sure she doesn't steal your amulet.
She's not going to steal my amulet.
I mean, this
We're
is a
friends
fucking
now,
thieves
right?
guild. This is a thieves guild.
Yeah, but I feel like I'd know if she was trying to steal it. Maybe I'll get Hector to sleep on it.
Well, you
That'll
could always
stop it.
read her mind and find out.
Read her. I can talk to her, but I can't read her mind.
Oh, really? Bonbon again?
What do you mean?
You tried it on me, the sneaky fucker.
To read your mind?
Yeah, he tried it.
Oh.
He didn't get very far. Because
Was
I'm
there
super
anything
smart and
that
I
you-
realized.
Was there anything you were thinking in particular that you didn't want him to read?
Oh, I was thinking about ducks.
Figures. Okay, thank you.
Cool. You go back and you can take short rests if you want to take short rests for the second half.
I might as well just to waste an hour or two.
Yeah. Unless like I say, you're all inside. So unless there's anything else you want to get up with, we can fast forward to you.
Does
Waking
Faywin
up
have
in the
any arrow making stuff she wants to do? I don't know or can do.
I need fire peas.
Need fire peas, and you haven't got any other arrows yet.
We're going to a really hot place, Saga, so I think there might be fire peas knocking about. So we should definitely look for them.
We're going to a really hot place.
Well, yeah, it's the desert, isn't it?
No, where you
Hot
go?
Springs.
You're
No,
not going
but
to Butte Springs.
Viper did say the whole area did burn down.
The whole area is burnt. That's
So it's hot, like a desert, like Las Vegas.
Well, no, it was hot at one point.
when it was
No, but
on
it's
fire.
still
It was
fire.
It's
hot.
still warm.
It's just
It'll still be
Redvant.
warm.
It's
No,
just.
it's not. In my head,
it's
it's
just
Las
the north
Vegas
of
in the
England.
desert, and I'm gonna get fire peas.
Oh, okay. In your head, you go crazy. I'm just letting you know that you are.
I
Like,
don't think
Redvant's
Ham's
here.
going to let
Oh
you
my
find
God.
the one thing you need to find.
Can
the
we
session
spend
after.
an entire session just gambling?
Go. I
Yes.
mean, if you can get Hot Valley up and going, yeah. Once it's built, it's mini Vegas.
Did Zaga get the impression from Viper that she wasn't suspicious of his request?
Yeah. I mean, with a terrible insight roll, but yeah. Yeah. You guys do weird shit all the time. So I think like the bar of like you doing weird speaking in her mind, that was like a new level of weird shit. But I think
Okay,
like
following
asking
that
for
up with a
random,
request.
yeah. I mean, she was probably just happy that you didn't go on a 5-minute haggle. So asking for like an audience with a guy who's going to be in this residency seems like a fairly easy request, as long as they can get the fucking thing up and working, right? So,
Right.
yeah, that seems... in terms of like level of weirdness, I don't think it was that weird.
Cool.
Zaga, the little kobold, being interested in circuses could be incredibly normal. I
Quite
think.
sweet, really.
Hmm?
It's quite sweet him liking circuses.
I mean, it's a lie, but yeah.
I'm pretty
No, I
pretty
know,
sure
but-
Zaga's told Faywin before about
Yeah.
before.
No, he did. I just mean, from Viper's point of view, it's quite sweet.
As he grew up, Zaga wanted to be a trapeze artist, but he wasn't tall enough to reach the
Yeah.
reach the
That's
swing.
enough to ride this ride. Oh dear. Anyway, so yeah, fast forward. Those that have had long rests can awake in the evening. Weird to like try and settle down in the bunk, although it would have been quite quiet. To be fair, when you went to bed because it was the middle of the day, you'd have had a lot of crews coming in as they were waking you up towards like 11:30, midnight-ish hour, towards the end of your rest, as they are going to bed after finishing jobs and work, and you can start to hear the rabble of the mess hall area as those that have finished day crews as well that are starting the drinking. The drinking happens every night in different levels depending on who's around. But yeah, as you guys wake up, and it will be like just gone midnight as you finish your long rests.
Are we all meeting out?
Yeah, I'm
So we
assuming
can
those
relay.
that weren't, yeah, you all decide to meet up wherever you want to meet up, where you meet in the mess hall and stuff and get going.
So, I'd like to tell the group when they arrive about Zaga and I's conversation with Viper.
Yep.
And I'd like to telepathically tell Von that I messed up with the amulet. Talking to her in her head and speaking out.
Okay.
Okay, I say back telepathically. I've spoken to Viper in her head before, so
Yeah, have you? Hey, actually, you saying that, when I told Zaga about it just after we left, and he said that you tried to read his mind. What's that about? He said he's too intelligent, so you couldn't, which was quite strange. Probably stranger than you reading his thoughts, but I wanted to check with you.
this was when we were out in Old Bridge.
Hmm. I didn't know you could do that.
And
How do you do
the-
that? Why have you not told me that before?
It was favourite,
I
Kinsey.
didn't feel the need to tell. I'm sorry.
It just
but
sounds
it was
really interesting.
it was when that tree just seemed to appear out of nowhere. The only person being outside was Zaga.
Oh, when my dear friend
wanted-
Meadow had died.
Exactly.
Did you learn it from a book or a scroll? Why are you shaking your head?
My dear friend Meadow passed. Meadow, remember her? I don't.
Oh, Meadow.
I'm thinking of Manuel from Forty Tales. Are you ready? In a book.
Did you read how to do that in a book? If you still got it, if you have, because that sounds quite cool.
I did not. I trained myself. I studied kind of
No.
trying to get to the inner workings of what Vex used on us, and then on my conies as well. Just seemed to
Okay.
spark something within me.
No problem.
An erection.
Fuck's sake.
You
Jesus.
can just hear you giggling. I was like, oh god, what's he gonna say? I felt something deep down in my penis. Cut that bit out. Apologies.
Yeah, so Bonbon can read minds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can do weird shit. I'm not sure you do all know what each other can do actually.
I like the way he didn't address Zaga being too intelligent for it to work with him.
Ignore that one. Nice. So yeah, you're all together, all woken up. You can do what you want to prep and head over. You know the way is just to the north. So yeah, it's easy enough for you to make your way up to the
Oh,
area.
shit, I thought of something I should have done, but it's too late.
Just a quick out of character thing. If changing spells on the long rest, the materials, if there's no price, what was the? If there's no
no
price,
cost.
it's
If there's no cost or something like very specific, then don't worry.
Oh, actually, on that kind of note, I've actually realised bards, I don't think are supposed to be able to change their spell lists.
I know, but it's boring.
Okay, so as long as you're happy with it, we'll
Yeah.
use your ruling.
Because
Very specific.
yeah, it
How
says
specific.
How specific is specific?
like it says like something worth. Why is it? If you're not sure,
No, it's not got a
probably
value. It's not got a value. It's just.
No, I'm worried about fucking Captain Cheaty Pants over there.
It's not me.
What do you mean? You said how specific?
Well, there's like, say, holy water or powdered items.
Oh yeah, don't worry about that.
Okay.
We'd say that you could get things like that. Holy water, you'd be able to get from Redvant doesn't have them, but yeah, normal chapels and stuff. It's more it's things like Revivify have like a 500 gold, Simulacrum has like 1,500 gold piece in 12 hours. So it's more times. Essentially, with spells, it's time and monetary value, because if it's got a monetary value, it's supposed to be difficult to do. Revivify being one, right? You're supposed to be trying to get the diamonds, and it's not like we're going to make it super difficult to get those items. It's just you have to buy those items, then times one. And the only other time that spells will come in is if you're trying to do something sneaky with spells and they've got verbal or semantic components. So if you're like, I'm going to secretly cast a spell, it's like, well, you need to speak and you need to move your hands. So let's think about that. But
I mean, half of the
general
spell components in this game are jokes anyway.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The invisibility, you need like a pinch of talc.
Yeah.
Basically blowing dust.
Blowing dust.
See if it lands on anything.
Yeah, most of them are. But yeah, so instead of just, we would just get you to fill your component pouches up. So I don't mind so much about that. But yeah, just time and monetary value is the ones that need to be watched for.
Okay.
But yeah, I get that on the barge. You're not supposed to be able to change. But I just think if you pick a spell and then you realise you don't like it, there's nothing worse than being like, oh, I picked it. I didn't really know what it was going to do, and now I realise it's shit. I want to change it.
Yeah.
Just change them on long rest, and then you'll find that you naturally align with certain spells, and you're just like, cool, I'm just going to keep these ones anyway. Just because you can change doesn't mean you should change. But it just gives you a chance to test spells and then be like, that was crap. I didn't like the way it works. It didn't really work how I thought it was going to work, so I'd like to change, please. So rather than having that conversation all the time, just...
Oh, yeah, I'm not arguing with it. I just thought, before you accuse me of cheating, like burn.
Yeah, no, I worked out some of those cheats.
Wow.
I mean, it's not as though there's not evidence, Pern.
Yeah, I know. Literally filmed evidence. That's why Hatter does it as well. He thought shield just meant you don't get hit. He just kept going shield, and then I was like, and also it's a reaction spell. So he in one round tried to use shield 3 times, and then I was like, hang on, how does a 25 not hit you? And he's like, shield. I was like, shield just adds to your AC. He's like, oh. I was like, do you not even read your fucking... He's a sorcerer that spends...
So wait, the
20
person
hours.
that wants to know every single spell and meticulously looks at all of his spells doesn't actually know what they do.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So it could be worse.
When you find the list of the strongest spells, it doesn't tell you what they do. It just says they're the strongest.
I love that. That's brilliant. No, I can't get hit. I just do shield all the
It's
time.
just like, shield. And I'll just use it 3 times in a round. I'm like, it's a reaction spell. He's like, yeah. So you get 1 reaction per round. He's like, oh. I was like,
I'm going to start doing that.
don't.
You mean there isn't a spell that just means nothing can ever hit me?
There isn't just a win button in this game. What is this bullshit?
Yeah, it's also a cantrip as well, which makes it even better. You know?
Oh, God. Yeah, that was painful. That was a painful session. I did nearly kill him anyway. So, Ghost Hunting. You're going to head there? I think we can all guess that something might be there when you get there. Do you want to scout the area first and then take a wee? Or do you want to take a wee now?
I can take the break now. I don't mind. But I know the others have been quiet for a little bit.
I don't mind. It's not like we're going to be scouting for long. We don't plan.
Well, that's what I mean, yeah. So it's up to you guys. All right, let's take a break now and take a quick break, and then we'll jump in and we can go straight through them once you get. So you
I
are
was going to say,
heading off.
the eating the duck. Shall we leave that until after this mission?
Yeah. So when you wake up, you realise, or once you're finished, unless you wanted to try and eat on your own, Undriel would not be ready, and then she will be sleeping when you guys are waking up. So it
I
makes
missed dinner.
sense, yeah, for it to be tomorrow. With your short rest, you would have been like, "Oh wait, I'll just stay up till dinner," and then you doze off, wake up, and realise it's close to midnight. Fuck. And you don't smell duck, so maybe it's not been cooked yet.
Barbecue duck?
You could barbecue duck.
So, we agreed to do this job for Viper. We're going to go down and find out what this horning shit is. And she said something What was she gonna pay us, Faywin? Like 200 gold each?
250 gold each.
Or was it 250? I'm glad you were paying attention.
Uh-huh.
You pulling the fast one again, there's like
I mean, I checked with Faywin, didn't I?
I don't think he's trying to pull a fast one. I think it was a team effort in there, wasn't it, Zaga?
Definitely. And Zaga wishes he could have said something into Faywin's head like she can.
I think
Ah,
actually, in fact, it may have been 200 at the beginning, but Zaga and his negotiation skills, I seem to remember he managed to get us all a good deal. So good job, Zaga.
I do have the skills to pay the bills.
And then
Oh.
I smile at Zaga,
Not so
knowing
much
full
as he
well
could
he did
detect
not do
thoughts.
that.
Yeah.
What bills do you have, Zaga?
I mean,
He's got some duck bills now.
bills.
Duck bills.
Oh, that was terrible.
That was so good, man.
You've broken me.
Bad, isn't it?
You've broken me.
So,
I'm done.
You go hunt some ghosts, yeah?
I'm out. I'm going home. See you later, guys. Yes, midnight. You wake up. You're all up, ready to go. Actually, yeah, you head north. I don't think anyone has been through. No one's.
That's why I think it's a desert.
Yeah, no one's been through. There is. Oh no, the only person that would have travelled through is Otter. So you would have passed through. You would have passed through Red Hood. You'd have passed through Hot Valley before. Because it's where the north route heads out, and you would have done a lot of work between the Shattered Isles and Redvant. So you'd have taken this trade route out before, so you would know the way there to be able to direct them. Roll a history check for me, Otter.
Oh, God. Uh, 19. Yeah, just a straight 19.
Nice, 19. You, as you can lead the way confidently. You remember all the talk of spas and everything, and all the general bullshit that comes out of Arthur and Zaga sometimes. But you remember hearing stories as you pass through, like people passing stories as you're on cruise, essentially just like guarding either transport crews up or guarding people and carriages up. There's a lot of time just walking, not doing anything. And a few of the guys have been sharing stories about what they know about that Hot Valley area. And it used to be like the essentially like the brothel and wash bath area of Redvant. When Redvant was first, they started creating the town of Redvant. When the Covenant first came over, the Tieflings came over. They like tried to create a civilization as quick as they could, and a lot of it, whilst they had this espionage and this part that turned into the Red Hoods, it was kind of spawned from needing protection for the service that they could sell, being like sex. So there was like a spa type area and a bath type area that used to be here, but it burnt down. Like it was burnt down is the story, about 15-20 years ago. And there's a few rumors knocking around for like who burnt it down and why it got burnt down and bits. But what did you get in a good 19 though, right?
Yeah.
There's like there's an odd rumor that bangs around that no one's quite corroborated, but it's like it's a funny story of the king, the old king from the south country, from Regan, used to come up to Redvant. So before but they used to travel through the border forest, and he used to come up and visit Redvant via the border forest, and used to frequent the Hot Valley area and come back. And apparently it's him and his men that burnt down the area. So the king of the south was the one that burnt down Hot Valley because he had some spat with one of the girls or something, or the establishment in some way, shape or form. That kicked off a load of the bad blood between the south and the north again, because this area that was bringing in a lot of money was apparently burnt down the king. But that was 15-20 years ago, and since then they never got it back up and going again. It's always just been left in ruin, and it's just been used as a kind of trade route through to the north.
Yeah, I relay all that information to everyone, and I emphasise on the fact that the Southern King burnt down the spa of the North to Zagranata.
So, who do you reckon owns this land these days? I mean, yeah, could do with a revival. I mean, you've smart the people of Redvant.
Oh, I guess it's the Coven because they're paying us to get people to go back to work here.
Do you think?
Yeah, they're building the stadium up here. They may own it.
I open up my pouch of money and I see how much money I have, and I'm like, you reckon they'll take like 62 silver for it? I mean, it's just a burnt down bit now.
I'm sure they will, Arthur.
Maybe you could ask it as your reward for this job.
Yeah, that could work.
What would you do?
At this
with
point, Zaga pipes up. No, I've already negotiated that. They're gonna give us a meeting with that Oswell, the turtle.
What does that have to do with my spa?
Well, once I kill him, you can build a spa here.
Is that on top of us getting paid, or is that actually the reward?
Yes, it's on top of getting us paid.
Oh, Otto doesn't know, does he?
You could have
Why
got us
are
paid
you-
more.
Killing him?
We're gonna have to help.
Why do you want a meeting with Oswald exactly? Didn't you rob his ship?
This turtle, he looks like the turtle that came to the Isle of Jacker and stole from me.
What did
Are
he
you
steal?
sure?
He stole my family bagpipes. At least I think it was him. They all look the same to me.
A turtle stole your bagpipes.
Yeah,
Okay.
Art is just wincing.
they're a family heirloom.
Being from the seas, would I have any inclination that turtles behave like this?
Not turtles in general, but you do know of Oswell, because like they run a pretty like established setup around the coast, and you would have been out to sea a lot and been around the coast, so you have heard of Oswell. They have a huge ship, and then like a set of a couple of smaller ones, and they essentially, they park up at port. So they do a bit of other continents as well, but they'll do like Butte Springs and the north. They'll do a bit around the Shattered Isles potentially, and then they come down and do Redvant sometimes. They will also go down to the south, and they just park up in the port, turn that port into their like carnival, and have aquatic and on land shows, but are more to the aquatic. So whilst turtles in general, maybe not, but Oswell, you know of Oswell as being this essentially like Cirque du Soleil owner, up from a carnival. It's a big old production, and you know that they have a lot of clout behind them as well.
Would I have ever met him personally?
No, I don't think you would have met him. No, I don't think you would have met him. You would have maybe been to a show. You'd have maybe been to a show or seen a show or been in a town when a show was on, and it's always like good crack. Like there's a lot of they have like carnival circus acts out on the street, and they have people when they're in town, because there's like a huge bars and there's a lot of acts that they kind of operate around the port area to suck people in to then do these larger shows.
Zago, so what would a turtle or Oswald in particular want with your bagpipes? What use would he get from bagpipes?
Who knows? But
Are they magic? Are they just bagpipes?
they're a family heirloom.
So they're not magic, but they're a family heirloom.
They were passed down through the family. I don't know what's special about them.
I get why they're special to you if they're family heirloom. I'm just wondering why he would want them.
Well, who knows?
As you're like having this, you could almost say that the conversation is kind of partly sparked off. You pass by one of the Oswell's posters, and you imagine like the older time circus posters, like the big thing that just says Oswell's across the top, and at the bottom says Aquatic Marvels, and it's got the turtle himself in the middle at the back, but much smaller, and then a couple of everyone but did anyone actually clap eyes on the gnome on the boat?
Yeah.
There was a boat.
Yeah, so
he-
I think
was
it
he
was
the
only
one that
Von. It was Von and Corin, right? Corin's dead now. So Von potentially, you see the gnome that was in the little room at the back of the boat. Were you on there? You see.
Did
there's
Zaka see the gnome before he
I can't remember.
knocked him out?
Oh, he was
So
invisible.
I know there was that invisible thing with both of them, wasn't
Yeah,
there?
they were
But
both invisible.
I can't
Oh, he
remember
stabbed
whether-
me.
Yeah, the one that stabbed you. So I think you might have. We'll say you did. But yeah, you see that as you're looking at the poster there, you can see the gnomes to the side, and he has. You can see there's like some turtles and bits behind him, and it seems to be some kind of like beast tamer. You can see that there is a tiefling blowing fire. You can see that there is a half elf who has like a floating crystal orb, and they've just got like lots of different people around there. In the middle, there is you wouldn't know what these are necessarily. Someone looks a bit like a mermaid. They're a Triton race, kind of larger mermaid, who is very beautiful looking in the face, very strong and built, and she seems to be the front thing. And she has this around her head, this set of beads that are on her as well, as she is kind of like aerial aquatics, but it seems to be like making the pose in the middle. You would, looking at them, you would pick up, asking the question about magic, that each of them have like a thing as you're just picking out. Like they must have some innate magic in them of some sort, but you can see that you see the beads on the head. You see that the gnome has, I think he has a gauntlet. You can see each of them have it's them, and they have like a thing, whether it be like they're holding weights and they're strong, or they've got like nice headbands. You look at things and you're like, there could be magic at play here, and this is a circus. There's probably low-level magic knocking around this thing, and obviously you'd have seen it as well.
Do we recognise anything on any of the characters on the poster that looks like the magical items we took from the ship?
Ooh. I mean, you only got the Hat of the Skies, didn't you?
We've got the hat, the cape, and the ring, which we don't have anymore. But...
Yeah. Not obviously. There's looking at the you can see a few of them have got rings on, so it could have been from any of them on the thing. You can't see the cap so much, and the cape. No, not to look at the things you got. Potentially not, but it's not to say. Oh, and also, you took magic items from that ship, so you know that they have possession of magic items.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why the turtle that showed up in Draco was so interested in my bagpipes, but they were, and then they were gone, and so were the bagpipes, and it's the only lead I have. And you don't see these turtle fuckers around all the time. In fact, Oswald's the only one I've heard of since leaving Draco.
Well, I mean, he's certainly the most famous.
So I don't know that he's got them, but I know that one of his people does, so he's the best lead.
So
Do you think they could be using them in the act?
They could be doing anything with them, I don't know.
maybe they've taken them apart and are using them as individual flutes.
That would be sacrilege.
And also, are you expecting him to know every single turtle that exists?
Well, they all look the same, so they probably know each other.
Otter, as you take a second glance and you're pacing through you did a bit of work as well, right? You went to the ship after these guys went to the ship, and you got a bit of a calling and stuff from there as well. So as you're looking at the poster, trying to piece together bits before, as you're looking across trying to pick out the magic items, your eye comes back to that central character, and that with the headrest on, the Triton, as she stands there, and you feel this deafening of sound almost around as the Zaga's chatting away, just goes to nothing, as you just hear, "Seek." And as you're the rest of you would notice that Otter is just staring at the poster whilst Zaga is carrying on.
Hey, Otter, you asked me a question. Are you even paying attention to what I'm saying?
I don't respond. I'm just sort of in a trance at this point.
Yeah. As you're looking around and you hone in, as your eyes dart around, as you get back and that central figure, that Triton in the middle, he just comes through. "Seek."
Kind of come to, and does Zaga ask me again? Or does anybody else say anything to me?
But anyway, I arranged for the meeting as part payment for this job on top of the gold. But and I look at Otter now because he's not one of the group really. He's the newbie and he's one of the Red Hoods. You can't tell Viper about why I asked for the meeting, because this Oswell, he seems to be in with her bosses.
Which is what I was going to say, is that we don't want to do anything stupid and jump to conclusions with this saga.
Yeah, you can jump to the conclusion of my rapier.
Whatever the reasons you want to meet this guy, this Oswald, it's nothing to do with me. It's got nothing to do with Viper. You know, if you asked for that meeting, that's on you. But yeah, there's something about this act that's, you know, it's got me quite interested to. I've seen him once or twice, you know, around the coasts, but it's I don't know. It's just some reason we need to go see this. I can't explain why, but I just get this feeling it's important.
Is it the Pretty Mermaid?
Oh, I've seen many a mermaid in my time.
I bet you have.
What's a mermaid?
It's a beautiful fish woman.
Doesn't sound beautiful. What, has it got legs and the head of a fish? That's ugly.
No, the other way around.
What? But that's not functional, compatible. What's the point?
I mean, they can swim underwater.
I can swim underwater.
No, but I mean, indefinitely, they can breathe underwater.
I can swim underwater.
Can you swim underwater?
Let's not test it.
Roll for swimming tests. It's like a little blow up armbands.
When talking about being underwater, I kind of have this flashback of when I was drowning.
Mm-hmm.
And so I get going to bed with many trance and I start to sweat a bit and sort of zone out again as I sort of just the fear of being underwater kind of sort of takes over me, and then I sort of quickly come to.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, let's get onto this hot springs and clear out these ghosts or whatever they are.
Yeah, I'm just letting you guys know because those bagpipes are the only reason I left Dracker in the first place. I need to get them back.
Well, if it's out of Ponte Zaga, I'll do what I can to help you.
Well, let's keep going. We need to get these lazy fuckers back to work.
Nice. So you make the journey up to... Oh, there's a little thing on the screen now. You can just about see it. So yeah, you make your way through the town. It'll take another 15-20 minutes, just a gentle walk. You know, there's no rush to jog up there and get to Hot Valley as you reach the north part of the city. Again, that big palace wall that runs round to the coast, and the gates left open. It's not there for defences. And as you kind of like pass through, you can see on the immediate left, you've got some of the warehouses that kind of set up. You can see there's like a stable set up, like a big warehouse that is got big doors on it, and it's got some kind of like stable facilities running outside. And Otto, you would know that this is where a lot of the stuff gets delivered to be transported onto the bigger carts and gets taken out. And this is just like they have one big warehouse they use here, and the rest. As you look further up along the road, you can see across the on the right hand side definitely that there's just crumpled down like bits of wood sticking out. Like you can see that where the foundation wood would have been on certain buildings. You can see it just runs all the way up. You can see out to the sea because none of it to that right hand side has been built at all to like the sea side. On your left, as you come through, as you look, you see this big warehouse, and then further on, you see that there's some building going on and some what's the word I'm looking for? Some construction. Sorry. You can see where the pathway leads off, and it doesn't take you long before you get to past that warehouse. Over a few burnt down houses, you see quite clearly the outside wall of this construction site, and behind it, you can see where at least 2, maybe 3 story they're at the moment now of this building that's being built up on the outside. Think like medieval football stadium. You just get like this one big side that's just being built up into the air, taller than anything in Redvant at the moment. And you can see that they've got this like kind of smaller wooden security fence that runs around the outside as you guys enter. Very close to it though, outside is some more of these buildings. There's a few smaller little huts they're knocked down. There's a few still shattered remains of buildings, but the roadway and the pathway is wide enough to them to get the carts down, so they've done nothing to remove any of that first. It looks like the construction is purely on this stadium piece, and everything else is being left for now. What would you have to do?
Are any of the workers around?
No, no. At this time of night, it's absolutely gone. The shifts would have changed over way earlier. Like you probably on like a 6-6 thing. So it would have been closed for a while. So as you out here, kind of eerie, cold because it's the middle of the night, pitch black. As you're out there, you can see that there's a few torches that are on the construction site. That have been left up, but there's like almost a cold fog that runs along the building. You've got like a light, a dim light. Oh, you're in dim light now, and darkness. That is around the construction site where a few of the kind of like torches or sconces have been left on. At least a few of the lanterns have been left on. But in the ruined area, very eerie. Just cold mist that is just kind of flowing across and through the buildings and almost is staying away from the main site itself. But there's from sound wise a few things that knock and click and bang, but it's just a light breeze and cold air.
Any signs of activity? Can I look around for any signs of activity?
Yeah. Give me a perception check.
While he's doing that, can I prepare protection from good and evil for when I hear a scary sound?
Yeah.
I'm looking for signs of activity. Can I investigate rather than Steve?
Yeah. If you're looking specifically.
That's a 22.
22, nice. You can see the route very clearly where it pulls, like between the sets of buildings. You can see along the wall is where they must be dragging the goods in, and you can see then that it kind of turns off to the left. So as you're coming in, let me just check if I've got this orientated quickly. But yeah, as you can see the doorway into the actual construction site is up, and then on the left-hand side, just there. So you can see where essentially they look like they're sticking to the side. If anything's going in, it's coming up this road, it's darting along to the wall of the construction site, running all the way up that wall, and then going in through the site. You across the right-hand side, away from that, there's a few tracks of just the road that carries on, but not to the extent you can see that this is a well-trodden. Okay, carts run in here, they turn left, they turn right, they run up along the wall, they turn into that thing. That's the route. That's where all the mud is being dragged. You can see the road is there, which must take some people, but for construction activity, definitely to the left.
I point out the entrance to the others and say if there's anything probably in there.
So how big is this area?
Fucking huge. So it is so from that distance you can see running down is 120 150 foot away. This doorway is so this site itself, when you get to like the corner of where the building starts, it is huge. You're talking like 200 300 maybe even longer foot. Is you can see how long this is and how they've got to that second level that runs up along that right hand side, and in front of you you've got like what you look to be 2 maybe 3 possibly 4 if you went all the way down to the end, little huts, and then on the far right of you you can see just the crumpled buildings that kind of run back to back as if it was a street. Actually, on your right hand side, furthest away from the site, looks to be almost like what would have been a terrace set of housing that have they're just left of ruins. There's like on the one that's closest to you, you can see there's like there's no glass or stuff left in it. There's like half a door hanging on thing, and the boards are broken in different areas.
We didn't really get an idea of what particular area that most of these hauntings was, did we?
Not really, no.
Okay.
So where would you like to go? So you can see where the entrance of the site is yes, how you want to approach. But yeah, it's a decent way. It's like from where you are on the bottom of the site to where the entrance is, it's at least 120 foot, and then it goes on some more. This is a stadium site. This is a very large construction. For most of you, will probably be one of the bar those that have been in Commonwealth, one of the largest buildings you've seen, definitely in a long time.
Can I try and like listen out for any sort of noise across the nearby area?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Are you
Might sound like
from
some
where
sort
you
of
are, or
disturbance.
are you walking up and listening?
I'll go a little bit closer.
Cool. Yeah, you can get up to like the first building, which will still make you 120, 130 foot from the entrance to the site. And the entrance to the site is like a gate open on the wooden wall that protects the outside here. Imagine like replace chain link fence of construction with wooden fence, and then there's a gate where you could get in. So you'd still be like 130 foot from that. But yeah, give me a perception check if you're just listening.
Oh, so we're still
you're
like
still far, far away. Yeah, I'm saying
go.
it's not like you're. If you walk up a little bit.
Okay, so it's not. It wouldn't be in this area near where we are now. This is not actually part of it.
You're just entering where the site is. So
okay,
from the bottom end, it could be anywhere in this area, right? But you are.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. It's not like if you creep forward a little bit, you're going to be on top of it. You're still.
Yeah.
a fucking
Okay, well I'll
distance away.
try. Yeah, I'll try listening out in this sort of area then. Start off with.
Yeah, cool. Give me a perception check. Are you making your way up behind, or are you letting Von walk out in front?
Let Von take a lead.
I love the scaring.
That is a 13.
13. You hear whistles, like not whistles, but the wind whistling around things. It is spooky. Like you've been told there's hauntings, which already builds like a preemptive level of what you're coming into. Then you add to that, it's very dark, it's foggy, and the wind. You can see, like the rational part of your brain is telling you the whistling of the wind is because you've got a very tall building, which increases the wind speed. You've got like this wall here. You've got these small bit like things, and there's so many routes for this wind to shuttle through and move. And there's bits of broken stuff anywhere. There's going to be knocks and moves and whispers and stuff that come through here. Still gives you a little bit of a chill.
As shivers, but like not like a cold shiver, like a shiver up my spine.
Yeah.
Says aloud. This is fun. Whose
really
fun idea
creepy.
was this?
This is so creepy.
No, it's fun. If we say it's fun, then it will be fun.
It's so fun. John,
Positive mental attitude.
I'm gonna get John to go up because I feel like he's not even scared of scary things.
Uh-huh.
Well, he's
Can
a
I-
spectral bird, so I don't know he actually has emotions.
He has a fear of stuff. It's
He's
real.
taking on the fears of people.
Yeah.
Okay. So you send John out?
Yeah. So after saying that to Arthur, I want to walk forward like ahead of Von,
Mm-hmm.
and then send John out to scout the area to see if he can see any beings, or because he's spectral, can he see any spectral ghosts or poltergeists and the like?
Okay. Give me a perception check.
I hear ghosts have a smell.
They smell
I hear
real
they're scared
good.
of fire.
It's so funny.
No. I'm just checking his perception. Hang on. I think it's +2. 19.
19, nice. As you send John out, he scouts around. He goes up the kind of full length of the building, back down again. And from his position, doesn't see anything.
Oh,
Sees again.
sorry.
that this-
Hang on. It would be
yeah.
20, not 19, because it's +3, not +2.
Okay.
Not that that'll make a difference.
It doesn't make a huge difference. No, he sees the site. You can see that there's some light from coming on inside the site, but can't see it. Can't see anyone in the site working. Can see that the gate has been left like ajar for you guys. Comes back down across where like the ruined area is, and again it just can see that fog moving through and the cool breeze that's just like running down. You got to think this is essentially because there's no buffering from the coast as well. There's like a lot of breeze that comes across, so he finds it quite easy to stay in the air and scout because there's a breeze that comes through that's just whistling through these buildings and knocking things. Here's the odd movement, the odd creak, and goes to react to it. But from his position, looks to be completely deserted.
John comes back and shakes his cute spectral head. He hasn't seen anything ahead, guys. It's just empty.
I mean, it's supposed to be ghosts, right?
Should we
I know,
keep
but
him
he's
up?
also spectral, so maybe he would see something. I don't know.
We'll keep him up in the air. I think's the best bet, so he can keep looking while we move forward.
Yeah. And then I look up at John and I blow him a little kiss and I'm like, if you see anything, come and alert me, please. And then he nods his cute little head.
Okay, blow me a little kiss. So John stayed up in the air.
Yeah.
You threw me off your descriptions. Okay, so yeah, John goes up into the air. Rest of you.
Recon, John.
Yeah, he's up there.
His passive perception is 12, by the way.
Okay. That's fine. Making your way up the road? Up the road? Up
Making my
the wall?
way. Yeah.
Let me turn the lights off. So yeah, you guys are down the end. Just for visual perspectives. I can't be asked to give you all. But just to give you a bit more. If you make your way up to the first set of houses here. So the full is you've got like these broken bits along the back here. You've got these that are slightly more well built, that are still ruined in many ways. And then this is that wall that runs all the way down. And you can see towards the top, this is where you spotted that the opening. The top part here is where that stadium starts to be built.
How high up is the houses?
The houses the below are one story. They've been broken down. They are essentially what you're looking at is parts of walls and stuff. So you can actually walk up and look in pretty easily. The wall to your left is at least 10 foot with like spikes on the end. It's just a security fence for all intents and purposes.
Zaga's going to grip the edges of his cloak and fly straight up 20 feet.
Nice.
And have a look over the fence.
You just check, because I don't think you can fly straight up, can you? Don't you have to glide? Or
I have no idea how flying works in this game. I'm assuming I can fly straight up.
I don't think it's fly. I think it's glide. Just double check.
He's broken his heart now.
I know.
All I know is
jump
I've
off
got
things.
40 foot of flying speed.
Yeah, when you just read the wording of it, 'cause I'm pretty sure there's a reason I have it on top of a roof.
You can grip the edges of the cloak with both hands and use it to fly at a speed of 40 feet. If you ever fail to grip the cloak's edges while flying in this way, or if you are no longer in dim light or darkness,
see,
you use flying speed.
And he's like a candy bar in an updraft.
Oh yeah, it's only yeah, exactly. He's light enough. Yeah, an area of dim light or darkness. Oh, because it's only in dim light or darkness.
Yes.
Yeah.
He is a dragon.
It's a dragon. Give me a break. I'll fucking give you a dragon. Emerald Seal's laughing.
Yeah, he's going to eat John.
So you go, you swoop up on the wind of the breeze, and yeah, like a kite. It's like it just shoots up into the air.
And I just want to look over the fence. Can I see anything over the fence?
What are you looking for over the fence? Because you can see over the fence.
Movement.
Give me a perception check.
That is a natural 1, baby.
Natural 1. You are flying with no goggles. Your eyes are watering like fuck. It's freezing cold. What seemed like a really good idea to fly up in the air. Not so good when you're trying to spot stuff. You don't see any movement
flying
over the
blind.
fence. Yeah. You're like, woohoo! And your eyes are just like pissing with water.
It's been
Flying
great
without
to
wings.
do the lightness spell, isn't it?
It's a good one.
Throw up some light. Zaga drops back down to the ground.
Oh yeah, shit.
Hey guys, I can't see shit. I'm coming down.
If you're gonna keep flying.
Byron's got dancing lights.
Ooh, I can cast light on you and then you'll be blinded.
I can't see shit. I'm coming down.
If I do dancing lights, that wouldn't affect it, would it?
What?
It depends how close you do it to me. If it's still dim around me,
It can go 120 feet, but then if I do that towards the thing, then you wouldn't be able to get closer to it flying.
No.
I was just trying to look over the fence.
Yeah. It's a Batman cloak. Batman's not so scary.
If you're hovering over the fence, light goes up, he comes in and impales himself.
Please do it.
Jesus Christ.
Cool. So yeah, you don't see much. Are you moving up? Where's my blue tape?
Yeah, like I said, I was coming back down now that I can't see shit.
Yeah. Cool.
Like that was pointless.
That was a neat trick, Zaga.
Not a trick. I'm a dragon.
Oh god.
That's so it seems.
A dragon
Does
that
he,
can't
does
see.
he just fly up in his normal form, or does he look like a bat?
No. And it
No,
literally is. You hold. That's why I thought it was glide before, because you just hold the edges and the cape goes rigid, like a
Oh, okay.
Like you do when you're a kid, and you put your
Like a
coat
squirrel.
up above your head.
Wait, so
Well,
does he turn
squirrels
into a
are
bat? So he's just naked now?
it
No, I
doesn't
can turn into a
It
bat
can turn into a bat.
once a day.
Yeah.
Again, only in dim light or darkness.
Yeah.
The permanent boost from the cloak is advantage on stealth checks.
Yeah. So yeah, essentially it's just a squirrel suit. It's just like it's a rigid cloak that allows you to fly. I thought it allowed you to fly if you were like took a run off, but yeah, you can. Essentially, he just runs. He goes, but if he ever lets go, falls.
Yeah, so I can't do it while I'm holding anything.
No,
Old person in midair.
just hit him enough that he loses his hand. Chop his hand off, right? Cool. There you go. So you're moving forward. What's going on? You haven't seen anything over there? What's the plan, Stan?
Is everybody a bit afraid at the minute?
Very.
Feels like
Yeah.
I've already prepared my spell.
Am I at the back?
it. You can be in whatever order you want to be. You've kind of got up to this first building, and as you look in, this building here, you can see that there's the remnants of like some basic furniture. It doesn't look like there's anything of value in here. This is long, sodden, rotting, almost like a slight smell as well of right in there of an open burnt down. You can see the signs less on these front ones, but yeah, you can see on the back ones that the wood, the ones that are further to the south of the map, the wood is charred, and you can see that's where like the fire must have raged through this area. To the left, where the construction site is, looks new. You can smell like new timbers and stuff that are going up, and that side seems to be fine where they're working.
I have an idea to make Arta less scared, but I think it'll piss everyone off, so I'm not going to do it.
2 seconds.
We're not been on podcast,
Sensing the fear in the group, but I'm kind of at the back. I'm going to let off
Fuck.
an Eldritch Blast.
Mm-hmm.
Right the full 120 length down just alongside the wall.
Yep.
Not to hit anything in particular, just to make people jump.
You're trying to give people the frightened condition, because I can do that if you want.
You see, mine was similar. I was either going to cast darkness or fog.
Darkness, that will help, definitely.
Well, it'll scare people, wouldn't it? And then I can just turn it off because I can use it once a day. Once a long rest, even.
No. So yeah, you fire off and it gives you the light of the Eldritch Blast as you see it just travels through the fog, and you see it a bit like a car. As you'd see like a car light as it goes in and disappears, and behind it you just see the fog kind of consume as it just shoots off the full distance. It probably would crash into something towards the end. Oh no, it would fizzle out. The full 120 is less. Yeah. So you see it fire off, and then you just lose it into the fog as you kind of see a bit of the plume of the fog. It looks and is acting like fog as acted. You don't feel there's anything too creepy about the fog, other than it's a cold night and it's foggy. But yeah, you just see the light then disappearing out as it dissipates through the fog and loses its force.
Well,
What did you do that for? Did you do it to scare us?
Maybe. Well, I mean, at least we know there's nothing directly ahead of us.
I really wanted some melee attack. here,
Pretty
by
sure
the way.
there's nothing on the other side of the fence because I couldn't see anything.
Should we move forward?
Yeah. Let's go and just have a look.
What's the worst that can happen?
Yeah, what's the worst thing that can happen?
Anything could happen.
Just to clarify, before we left, Arta did empty his bladder, so he can't pee himself. He prepared him.
Nice. Cool. You start making your way. You make it up towards this door, yeah? Up to the door frame. The gate opening, essentially.
Yes.
Yeah, cool. So you're walking down. I'll move you in a bit. As you're walking down, can you all give me perception checks, please?
19.
19.
24.
23.
10 as I go.
And that is a Snaff Pet Clauder. Why can't I find it? 12 for Arta.
12. So the
I'm very
9.
concerned I'm using all my good rolls now.
Get them out now. 19 and up. As you guys are walking forward and making your way, you can hear like the wind picking up, and then you swear you can hear some whispers, some words that you can. Who got above 20? Arta and Von.
No, I got 12.
Me and Faywin, not
Me.
Faywin.
You got 19, Farin, no?
No, I got 19.
Oh, you got 19. Okay, what
I got
languages?
24.
Those that got above 20, what languages do you speak?
Oof.
Well, Faywin knows all languages.
Yeah.
You go first.
Common and Elvish for me.
Common, Dalkir, Draconic, Dwarvish, Elvish, Minotaur, Telepathy.
Fucking hell. Minotaur?
Yeah.
Like, go for them
That's a
again.
bit
Go for them
different to
again
the rest of
slower.
them.
I thought there was going to be like 3. There was like 5.
Okay, sorry.
Minotaur.
I can't read half of them. Common,
Yeah.
Dalekeer,
Yeah.
Draconic,
Mhm.
Dwarvish, Elvish, Minotaur, Telepathy.
Okay, cool.
When did you think speaking Minotaur was going to come?
I've never played D&D before and it looked cool.
I mean, to
right?
be fair, it does sound cool, but it's very specific.
No, I got it because I'm a sage, so it's
yes, you get the extra
one of
languages.
those.
So as you guys are walking, you hear, you hear what you think are whispers. You hear the words "Dajala iam ate," but you
Not
don't know what it
Minotaur
means.
by any chance.
It's not Minotaur. No, I would have told you what it meant.
What
You
is it?
imagine.
But you're just picking up. So what
Basically
you're hearing, like the wind and stuff move, and again, it's just this like there's like as you step past like the creak of the wind as it blows through, and it's a bit like it's not like the door just goes, but you feel like as the wind blows through, and then you hear the creaking of stuff, and then just on that wind as it ends, you just hear whispers, and then every so often you're just picking up this. Dajali imate.
What language is it? Just
Can I repeat it and say, does anyone understand that? Because
Well,
was it only me?
Would I understand it?
Was it
No.
only me and Otter that heard it with our
The
perception?
two that with your perception, you're the ones that pick from.
So if
from
I
that
say
as
it
your
back out
decision.
loud, and then ask if anyone else can understand what it means.
What's that? Where did you get that from?
Can you not hear that on the wind?
No, I can't hear shit.
I mean, I heard it. It doesn't matter
If
what
you
it
say
is.
it
I
again,
heard
we
it.
might know what language it is.
Give me a straight
favorite.
intelligence roll for your ability to mimic what you're hearing on a whisper.
Intelligence, did you say?
Intelligence, yeah.
Big it up, it's 21.
21. Okay, you think you get a pretty good approximation. So yes, your pronunciation was quite good, Faywin. Arta, you hear, when she says it, you can pick up the words. It's definitely infernal, but you can't quite not all of the words kind of like maybe not. It's either like infernal you don't know, or old, or maybe like dialect of some way, or maybe just you learn infernal from Mira. So it's not like you've heard a lot of people speaking it. You two had conversations in it, and whilst you can speak it, maybe there's parts of it that are slightly missing. Okay. It sounds like she say that what Faywin has said. It was my gold boy.
I relayed this to the rest of the group and was like, this wasn't on the spelling test that I had to go through. So I might be wrong. It's been a while.
My gold boy.
My gold
Quick.
boy.
Throw some gold at me. I am the gold boy now.
Is Zaga still gold from when we did the...
No.
Okay.
Wait, what did I miss? Sorry, I stepped away to get a drink.
Oh, sorry. So
Delicious.
yeah, lovely. Faywin recounts what she has heard in Infernal. Arta translates as what he thinks she's saying is my gold boy.
That's weird.
Mm.
And you guys can hear that. Like you're still at like this distance. You're still picking up the whispers, and as you're listening in now, you're all kind of starting to pick up the odd word here or there. Now you're listening out for words.
Hey, Otter, if you can speak their language, say something back.
I present to you the blue boy that I say in Infernal.
What did you say?
I said we come in peace. In common. And then Infernal, I say, haha. So I imagine it's just like Jar Jar or something. So it's like very obvious what I'm saying.
I can tell you what it is.
It's just a noise, it's not a word.
Cool. Yeah. So you hear that, and you're kind of hearing, you're hearing bits of whispers now, but nothing that you're picking up really as you're walking. Haha would be haha. So yeah. Carrying on.
Yeah.
Cool. You make your way past the next sex of buildings, or set of buildings, as you come to, and you can feel now as you get further away from Redvant and out. So like Redvant's this way, and like north is this way. The map orientation is slightly different to normal. So you can feel the sea breeze coming in a lot more now, and the fog at this top end is a lot denser the further you get away from the town, whether that's just visually because the light's not there or not, but the further you're getting away from Redvant here, the foggier it's getting.
Gotta pack it in.
Nice.
As we're getting closer to the gate, I'm going to cast. I'm going to put my hand on Faywin's shoulder and cast protection from evil and good on Faywin.
Mm-hmm.
Casting what on me?
Protection from evil and good.
Oh, thank you.
Nice.
I haven't cast it on myself yet. I'm waiting to hear something spooky, and Infernal's not spooky to me.
No.
Do I know that you've cast that? Like, do you say
Well,
something
I
out
have
loud?
to, yeah, I do
Okay,
say
cool.
something.
Oh, thank you, Fun. I'm hoping we won't need that, but thank you.
Best to be safe.
So you carry on up. As you get to this corner here now, you all can hear the voices coming through, the whispers, and like lots of different whispers. Again, you don't understand any of the language that's been spoken, apart from you, Arta. And Faywin, you pick up the Infernal that's been spoken, but even again, you're trying to pick up lots of different bits. But Arta, yeah, you hear, my gold boy, my gold boy, my gold boy.
I think they've got a stammer. They keep repeating the same words over and over again.
The gold boy thing, or I'm
Yeah,
picking up those words, but
maybe it's goldfish.
Is there like a gold statue or something?
Nah, someone would have taken that already, surely. Is there a river nearby? Maybe we can fish for gold. No, what's it called?
Pan for gold.
He decides to shout out, "Hey, just tell us what the fuck you want."
I repeat that. I repeat that, but I exclude any swearing.
Okay, tell us
You're
what you want.
being in draconic, not draconic, infernal.
Yeah.
So so how do you guys want to line up? Because it's like as you get to like this clearing area
But we come in
here.
peace. We've already said we come in peace
I know you come in peace. I just want to know how you're lined up.
for reasons.
I'm lining you up. So you can shout
Yeah,
into the smoke.
fine.
the whole time we've been going, John's been kind of flying slightly ahead.
Mhm.
So he would kind of be at the front,
Yeah.
but above.
John is up and he's looking around and he hasn't seen anything to come back and report on. But yeah, I've got a note that he's up there. You can hear as you shout out, they're like the whispers stop, and then they come back louder, and you can the rest of you just hear, and you can it feels like you get now those that are like the chill definitely comes in again, and those the description of hauntings now makes a lot more sense. Like it sounds like someone is aggressively whispering at you, and that the wind that is hitting your body and wrapping around you is almost like you almost like get a bit where you feel like someone touches your neck, and you're just like, ugh. As after you say, what was it you said without swear words? What do you want in Infernal?
Please let us know how we can help.
Mm-hmm. As you hear in your ear, my sweet gold boy. Can you roll a charisma saving throw at disadvantage, please, Arta?
My charisma's shite anyway. So it's kind of... saving throw. Ooh, I get
Charisma
+3 on saving throws.
Yeah.
It's still a 10.
10. As you hear the voice in your ear,
I turned to gold. Now I can get it back.
you turn to a statue and you can't move. No,
I'm dead.
you feel a warmth as the voice kind of hits your ear and runs in. A warmth rather than a fear. The voice is that of a female and is soothing. You feel from what the fear you originally had, you immediately feel comforted, and you kind of like loosen, your body loosens. The rest of you see as Arthur kind of takes a step forward and then kind of stands there, and you see that where he maybe was a little bit tense and up, and in the I'm ready for action, that he just relaxes, his body relaxes completely as he doesn't move. As you your eyes. You don't remember closing your eyes, but your eyes must close because your vision goes black. And then as you realize and you go to open your eyes again, you're in a desert. And you can see across, like, it's warm, and that warmth you feel is the warmth of the sun as you're trekking through the desert. And you can see in front of you there's groups of other tieflings that are walking. And as you try and look around, you can see that there is what feels like that same beautiful voice, that woman next to you as you are stood there, and she is covering and kind of like swaddling what looks to be a small child as you guys are stepping forward through the desert, trekking forward. You can feel the heat, you can feel tough as you're trying to get a look around. You're kind of within a body, but the body doesn't feel like your own. Looks kind of similar to yours, but maybe a little bit taller, but you have no control. It's like you're watching a VR thing through someone else's bits, but you can kind of get that third perception look as you look around through their eyes. Don't make me kill you. The rest of you see Arta stop as for a second the disappearing, the whispering stops completely, and then it carries on again, and it seems louder and more aggressive as the noises are almost, you feel like those Otter and Von, you guys that are closer to Arta, you feel like there's almost like a vortex that's around Arta as he is not moving and seemingly very relaxed. Would anybody
Is there like a small stone or pebble near me?
Yeah, there'll be bits of like small bits of I suppose like rubbly bits from the building you're sitting next to.
Yeah, I pick up a small pebble and throw it at the back of Arta's head. I'm not trying to hurt him, just trying to,
just trying to hit him. So you throw the pebble and it hits Arta and he doesn't move at all. Can you roll a wisdom saving throw, please, Zaga?
Oh god.
Arta, you okay? Hey, Arta.
A 6.
I'll say nothing.
A 6.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
My wisdom's
Try.
I just reread the whole thing, and it's bad. So it will be so as you are as you throw the stone and say to Arta, in front of you just appears through like the ethereal plane this what looks like just a human a tiefling female face, and then the jaw just unhinges, and then these like fangs just come out like tentacles and come towards you. The sight that close to your face scares the shit out of you. You are frightened. Can anybody within 60 foot of Zaga, bar Arta, also roll a wisdom saving throw, please, as you see this ghostly figure appear and just like screech out like a banshee towards Zaga.
21.
Is it against frightened?
Against frightened, yes.
Oh, I get advantage.
Okay.
Oh shit!
What'd you roll?
Told you I'd use up all my good saves. Wisdom saving, yeah.
Yeah.
11.
I got a 16.
Okay. 11 is a fail. 16 is a pass. So you are frightened as well.
I think the protection from evil is good.
Does it stop frightened? Go through that for me.
Yeah.
quickly.
It does, yeah. It does.
Yeah. Okay.
It's hard
So
to
Oh,
tell
I
if
didn't
it's gone
activate
frightened or
mine.
possessed
Okay.
by them.
you didn't activate, but you didn't have to roll. You are fine.
They win
Arta.
I'm 21 anyway, so
Yeah,
I think
favourite.
that would have been fine.
Feywind succeeded anyway.
It depends on the type of creature, though.
Ah, yeah. I mean, I would have done undead.
Yeah.
I
Well,
forgot to
they
say
are
it's like-
undead. Technically, ghosts are undead. If this is indeed a ghost.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, that if it's the ghosts, that undead would be the...
Can you all roll
Right,
initiative,
together.
please?
Initiative.
Yes. As we have
I can never get a good initiative, bro.
14.
14.
I just wasted a nat 20 on initiative.
Ooh, damn.
That's 22.
22. That is
13 for Arta.
13 for Arta.
So-
6.
6.
6.
Yeah, I also got a 6.
Who's more
You want to go
dex?
fast, Zaga? I don't mind.
No, you got higher decks. You can go first.
Cheers.
So these aren't harpies.
These are well, no, what you see in front of you right now is a single ghostly visage. Can you also, Zaga, roll a d4 for me?
D4.
It's really creepy.
3.
As this thing appears, Otter, and you two closest to it are the ones that are frightened, which is kind of nice thematically. As you look to Art, as he looks there, he just looks. You see his scales like slightly whiten, and the skin across his like face and the top of his back just like loosen slightly. It's almost like he has aged a number of decades right before your eyes. Like the fear of it looks like he's aged, I don't know, let's say 30 years from that fear. You would check yourself, you're fine.
I haven't taken any damage, just frightened, right?
Now you are, but you, as you're frightened, you feel inside like, oh, that hurt you to your core. Like you can't put your finger on what it is, but something in your body has changed.
And we can see that he's all like saggy and old now.
From your position over there, you probably wouldn't see, but yes, at first glance you would
If I was
notice
to
that
get closer
Zaga
to
is
him.
visibly older, like he's been replaced with his.
Oh, I thought you were saying Arthur was
No,
older. Okay.
Zaga. Arta is unmoving in this trance. Even with all this going on and you guys caught and like readying up, Arta stays and remains in this calm position. As. Ooh. How do I want to do this? Yeah, I'm going to replace it. Arta, you're still in that desert. You're still moving through and trekking, and you feel this need to. You're like as you're like your vision is kind of you've kind of got like a bit of the movement to check around and see what's going on, and you can see like a little bit. But as like whoever is puppeting you, as they turn around, you get the full movement. You feel like this person, and you feel this need inside you that you are like protecting. You're watching out for the Hordabad. As you look down, you've got like a sword, a long sword down at your side as well. So you feel fairly aimed. You hear like someone scream up above. It's like skittering over the hills come these large like scorpions essentially that come skittering down towards you, and you feel like you need to act. You draw the sword, and Arta, I would like you to imagine that your 4 compadres on the board here are the scorpions that are coming to attack you, and take your go as if they were enemies.
Cool. I'm not first though, so I'll wait.
You are.
Before I cast
I'm
Thunderwave.
using. You have
Okay.
been essentially possessed to
So
take
let's
the
cast
body of
Thunderwave at level 3.
Mhm.
No, I wouldn't waste a spell slot on Thunderwave. Let's be silly.
You believe yourself to be at least fairly well armed. What comes naturally, your feelings inside this moment are scorpions are coming to attack, and you need to protect this horde here. Your visual for this is you are in a desert, and these people are here. For bringing it into game purposes, the placement of these scorpions is exactly where the rest of your fellow party are. You believe you have a long sword. You can try and use spells and stuff if you want as well, but it's up to you how you would try and defend yourself.
So I don't know that I'm a cleric. I just have a long sword with me.
You don't, yeah. So if your innate ability was like, because it's you inside someone else. You can see that you have a weapon at least to attack with, but you could also. I'm not saying you can't use spells. Definitely try and use your spells if that comes naturally to Arta. But you're in like the most vivid dream you've ever had. Part of it you feel like you're following, and part of it you feel like you're controlling.
Okay. If that's the case, then I mean, Arta's natural reaction is to use electric spells. You have to have a hammer.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to try and swing out at who's nearest. He's going to swing out where I'm facing. Swing out who? Von Van.
Yep.
I think.
Yeah, you're both. They're both within 5.
Von Van with the longsword.
Nice. So roll it as if it was your warhammer. So Von, you see Arta. All of a sudden, he's like his movement. He hasn't moved since he stepped in this thing. You've seen this ghostly appearance, this ghostly figure appear and scream out. And Zaga and Otar like kind of cower as you and Faywin are trying to work out what's going on, as Arta just like jumps into action, almost out of nowhere, moves, turns, draws out his mace, and then takes a swing. Looks like he's about to take a swing towards you.
Die, Scorpion.
Roll and attack against Von.
That's a 21 to hit.
Does that hit Von?
Yeah, that hits. Yeah.
And that is 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage. You get the rest of you see as Arta is turned, and it's just well done. As you look at his eyes, Von, as he's turning back, you cannot see you can't see the pupils of Arta's eyes. They're just like black, like almost shells across where his eyes are. You get the feeling that he hasn't just turned and randomly smiled to you. You get your full blow.
I was going to say when I do that, I want to say die, Scorpion, but I don't know if that'll come out for everyone else.
No, yes, you can say it as you're swinging down. Everyone else, you hear
And then
nothing from.
I'll look back towards where all the people are, and I'll kind of gesture them away and shout like, "Run, run!"
So you see Arta. The acting comes out and the movement, but nothing comes. Your face is almost like completely emotionless.
Cool.
Cool. Up next is Von.
What the fuck? So would I have some sort of inkling that this is not Arthur?
As you look at him, there is no emotion. Like even when Arthur's been a dick, there's like a cheeky chappy. Like he's a young lad, right? His face is like almost you've turned off Arthur's face. His eyes are open, but you can just see like full black across his eyeballs. His mouth just in stationary mode, like there's zero emotion shown on there, and he's just turned, and you can see that he's like motioned behind him, and it swung out with you, hit you. Obviously, you're not expecting it, and then it's just stood there again. Something clearly is happening, but yeah, you don't know what.
Okay. I am going to. I guess I need to step to the side to get a clear shot of the other thing, don't I?
Yeah.
Opportunity attack.
No, I've just got to step away so someone's at the door.
Okay, no worries. Yeah, you can step.
No,
well, you can step within.
Still be in range of Arthur.
Yeah, you can step within range of Arthur. I'll just step down here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I am going to. I'm going to enter Starry Form Archer.
Mm-hmm.
Fire off that attack at it first as the bonus action.
Nice.
That's an 18.
18 hits.
And that is 6 radiant damage.
Radiant damage. Nice.
Is that his stats changed?
No.
No, just have gone to the same stats. Okay.
Yeah, Arta
then...
is. Yeah, as Arta is now, Arta is attacking you as Arta stands there. He has his abilities as he is, but he just has turned.
And for my normal action, I'm going to fire off a guiding bolt at the same one as well.
Nice.
That's a 21.
21 hits. Not too difficult to hit.
It is 12 points of radiant damage.
12 points and advantage on the next attack, right?
And advantage on the next attack.
Nice. As you hit this, and this thing like screeches out, and as it's getting hit, you can see like its face is proper poltergeist, where it's facing forward, but its face comes out the side. So where what is as normal form as you are hitting this thing now and lighting it up is you can see to be the kind of ghostly form of a tiefling. You can see the tail that comes out the back that also whips in with they're like clothes, but just like a cloak that is being worn across the whole body as they move, as the arms come out of it in different areas. But yeah, as the face comes out, it's like a snarled demon face. Like the horns seem to be larger when the attacks are happening, so she knows that you've hit her as she like cries out towards you. Are you okay?
Yes.
Ottar, you are up. You are frightened.
Sorry, I'm back.
No worries.
Am I frightened of the thing?
You're frightened of
the friend of Arta?
You're frightened of the thing. So you have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls against the source of fear whilst it's in line of sight, which is this enemy.
And I can't approach it.
You can't willingly move closer yet.
How is it looking after that damage?
Not quite bloodied. But
I will cast Protection of Good and Evil on myself,
mm-hmm.
which doesn't do anything for me now.
Mm-hmm.
And I will. Am I 5 feet from her?
You are 5 feet from Arta, yeah.
Okay. I will still back away to the left as far as I can, 30 feet.
Away from the ghost, yeah?
Yeah.
So yeah, as he steps away, you, Arta will see one of the scorpions trying to back away, as you can get
21.
an opportunity if you'd like. 21.
It's.
That is 5 points of damage.
Nice.
Okay.
Cool. So take
This
5
is much
points.
more fun.
You move back 5, 10. How much you got? 15.
It'll
20,
smack us all.
30.
30. So you can get all the way back there. As one of the scorpions skittle away.
I forgot to say on my end as well. When Arthur attacked me, I should have done a concentration check for the Protection of Good and Evil.
Oh, okay. Oh shit! I didn't realize it.
Oh, yeah, I need to do
You
that
got one
as well. No.
Yeah, keep track of your concentrations because they're a pain in the ass.
That is a 10.
10 meets it.
Yeah, 14.
Nice. You are frightened and concentrating. Look at your little things on your head. Nice. Up next is my little ghostly friend. As Zaga, glad you're back. As this beast that's been hit twice to the side looks down towards you and reaches out with its hand. As a hand comes out, it looks like a normal humanoid hand.
Oh, okay, we can hit this thing. Sorry, because I wasn't here.
It's been hit with radiant damage so far.
Okay.
You jammy toad or 2 on dice. I'm pretty sure that's not going to hit. As this thing here reaches down towards you, doesn't quite manages. Somehow stood right next to you, doesn't manage to touch you with his little finger. Who even knows why? And it's already frightened. Oh no, it gets advantage because you're frightened. Whew, that was lucky. I rolled a nat 1 and a 2. That dice is going in the bin. Bastard. Purple dice, you've been so good for me. So yeah, you get away with that. Up next is some more of them. As one appears next to you, Von. And as you find out things, you hear the screaming. Those whispers that are just like rolling around you. You hear one just reel up close to you, as it just and it's going to try and wither and touch you. That is a much better dice roll, 23.
Yeah, that hits.
And it does. So it's 14 points of necrotic damage. As this thing reaches in, and its hand, as it you hear it next to you, you reach back and you feel it just like its hand, as it touches your arm, just goes in, and you feel it like this, almost like cold chill just shoot through your body, almost like someone's just like flicked your heart as you're like, oh, as it kind of gets you right down to your core. As that is its go.
I drop concentration.
It's concentration drops. Protection from good. What does protection of good and evil give you?
It gives you. They have the creatures attacking that target get disadvantage on attack rolls.
So I should have rolled on
And
this.
no, because I've done it on Faywin, not myself.
Oh, you did.
Yeah, the target can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed.
Okay, that makes perfect sense. As Faywin, same thing. You hear the whispering around. You see as one appears next to Von and just reaches in and see, and screws as Arthur is turning around looking for people to fight. As another ghost just appears right in your face. That's a 5 on the dice, so that is not going to hit. As you are a bit more aware, seeing things go round, and you are up, Faywin. You have one right in front of you, one right in front of Von, and one right in front of Zaga.
I'm up next. Did you say?
You're up now,
It's
yeah.
my go.
And then
So
Zaga.
for the one that's just popped up next to me,
Yep.
I'm gonna try to hit it with my dagger. I was gonna do it. Which is my psionic dagger, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Just FYI.
Yep. Just a magical dagger.
15 to hit.
15 hits.
Oh, yes. Okay. And then 6 points
What
of damage.
damage is it?
It. Piercing.
Oh, it's just piercing.
Yeah. When you hit a creature with a dagger, you can choose to expend a hit die to regain the points equal to the result. I don't need that.
Okay.
And I didn't get a critical hit.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So yeah, you stab in towards this ghostly figure. You feel like maybe you did some damage to it, but definitely not as much as you would have liked with the stab. You go into like stab a thing and realize you're stabbing a ghost.
Don't magical weapons go through resistances? None, like. Is that
that's
like my
why-
weapon counters magical, which goes
Yeah,
through
but I was just
normal
checking
resistances?
on those ones because I'm not sure if they actually are or not because the effect is on the.
Oh, okay.
Let me see what it says on them.
I'm not finished, man.
No, that's fine.
When you finish.
There are. It's not written in the piece of it, but
Your discretion, then, I guess.
yeah, they are magical. I think they're magical weapons, right? Because they require attunement, so they technically would be magical. So yeah, you weirdly gain purchase. I mean, it's 6 damage on the as if you were stabbing a human. Almost the reverse of it. You're stabbing a ghost, but somehow you manage to. You feel like as it stabs in, it gains something on them, and this being is surprised by the attack as it snarls back at you. Again, you see that normal human, like kind of beautiful tiefling face with the horns coming up. Just the horns like enlarging, and this like extra mouth shoot out towards you.
Okay, cool. Fuck you, bitch, I say under my breath. And I have my bonus actions. I have 2 weapon fighting.
Yep.
So does that mean I can hit it again and then use my second attack to hit it a 3rd time?
Ooh.
I'm being cheeky and I don't care.
2-hand fighting uses your bonus action, right?
Yep.
So yeah, so you've got 2 attacks and you've got
Okay.
a bonus action. So yeah,
Let's go again. It's the same one.
you
and
roll
it's
for
26.
so you can. Oh yeah, you might
But-
as well take that one because you
Wait,
don't add the
are both
proficiency.
your
ones.
daggers-
It'll be 2. Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they're both the same daggers.
So it'll be 2 1 main hand attacks and 1 offhand attack.
Yeah,
With a bonus action.
yeah.
Yeah. So I can do it exactly what I
But
said,
the
right?
but the offhand attack. So you should make sure you do. So the offhand attack, you don't add the proficiency bonus. So you
Okay.
only you take
Only what I rolled.
3 off.
So I take.
Well, yeah. So you roll the dice and then you've got +7.
You
only
don't
get
add
+4.
the +4 to the damage.
Right.
Yeah.
You still roll the +7 and you on the actual hit, but you don't
Yeah.
you don't add the +4 on the damage.
Okay, so it's just 1d4 then for the damage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, for the second.
Yeah, fuck
one,
it.
yeah.
Okay, I'll do it anyway. So it was 26 to hit,
Yep, that hits.
and then just a normal d4. Oh, brilliant! It's 1. And then
That was 1
my-
damage. Was that sorry?
yeah,
I think there is a feat that lets you add your proficiency, isn't there? To
Yeah, dual wielding.
Dual
Yeah.
wielding, yeah.
I use it so rarely.
Mm.
And then I'm gonna get John to sweep down. He's fuming that I've been attacked for my
Yep.
second action, and he's gonna go with shit 8 to hit.
8 does not hit. No. He's
He's
so
just
angry.
he's
that
in a
little pigeon.
fluster.
He's just picking at this ghost and realizing that it's not great. He's in a fluster.
He's all flustered.
Nice. There you go.
Yeah.
Zaga, you're up. Bottom of the round.
Seeing as I am an old man now,
Yep.
have I got any limitations on what I can do?
No, because we're not ageist here. You're just 30 years older. Being 30 is okay.
Well, 30 plus whatever I was.
Yeah,
before.
what you were before.
Um,
I had to go through and
I-
look at all of your ages before this started to check it wasn't going to kill anyone.
It turned into a grey kobold.
Kobolds can live for quite a long time.
I am going to Try to dispel magic on Arta.
Mm-hmm.
So choose one creature, object, or magical effect within range. Any spell of 3rd level lower on the target ends. For each spell of 4th level or higher on the target, make an ability check using your spellcasting ability. The DC equals 10 plus the spell's level. Do I need to make a roll?
No. You cast Dispel magic at Arta, and as the spell hits his body, you see it swirl around and just fall away. This is not a magical effect.
It's not a magical effect.
Not that could be dispelled with Dispel magic. There are many types of magic in the world. Good try there.
Damn, it just says any spell.
Yeah. It's not.
That's
It
a bit
depends.
shit.
Depends what it
It'll be a
is.
feat, I'm guessing. Or racial ability, maybe.
Which one?
Well, I guess that's my turn. Any of these, other than the one in front of me, within 10 feet of me?
No. Just the one in front of you.
Can I move without triggering an opportunity attack to get more than one within 10 feet of me?
Maybe if you skate round to the
You'd have
right.
to skirt
the one
around
in
to
front of
like
you.
here, yeah. That'd be as close as you're gonna get, yeah. You move to there.
Yeah, I'll do that and let out a draconic cry. So,
Mhm.
I've got advantage on attacks against those two until my next turn.
Okay. That's that one and that one. Nice. Back round to the top. Arta. You are how long is this going to go for?
Wait, he was frightened. How did he move closer?
He didn't. He moved around.
I stayed the
You
same
can't
distance.
move away, so you can stay the same distance. Yeah, you just can't move away.
But you can move away, you just can't move closer.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
okay,
Yeah,
fine.
yeah.
Seeing there's a scorpion behind me, I'm going to lash out.
Nice.
Am I going to be able to do a saving throw at any point for this? Or?
No.
Oh, I was wondering about that, about frightened, actually. Was that
That's probably a
supposed
big beginning of the turn.
It'll be. Oh yeah, sorry. No, you're frightened for 1 minute. Oh,
there's
first
no saving
movement. Myself targets him very successful effects. No, yeah, it's if you save against it, you're immune to it. But if you don't, it's for 1 minute unless it is cured.
Is this the frightened or is this my thing?
the
That's the
frightened?
frightened.
Your thing is something different.
Can I just read the thing for protection of good and evil?
Mm-hmm.
If you're already charmed or frightened or possessed
Yeah.
by such a creature, the target has advantage on any saving throw against the relevant effect. Which would suggest that there is, but I don't know.
I
Maybe
guess it depends on the source of frightened.
Possibly, yeah. Or maybe it's just for possessed. Maybe else.
Because I think Kins had saving throws last week against the duck, didn't she?
Yeah. Yeah, this is. Wait, are you talking about your one, Otter? Or.
It just the protection of good and evil gives you, if you're already possessed, charmed or frightened by the creature,
Yeah.
on the next saving throw you gain advantage
Yeah.
if you cast this after.
Each non-undead creature within 60 feet of you must succeed on a wisdom saving throw. Will be frightened for 1 minute. If you fail by a great distance, you age.
It depends on the spell.
Yeah.
Yeah, but probably.
Yeah,
there's
I've just
sort of-
googled it because
Oh,
there's different spells.
yeah, there are
Some
different
of them only
spells.
allow saves when it's cast. Yeah, there's different spells that
End of
cause
each
fear,
of-
but it depends on the source, as you said earlier.
It's let me just check all the way down. Target's very successful.
Because if it's cause fear, you do a save at the end of your turn. Wherever
Yeah.
it's just fear normal, then it's only can only be saved when it's.
But there's two different
cast.
types. Let me just check.
But I guess there's concentration checks and people doing it.
Yeah. And the next 24 hours. Oh no, sorry. Yeah, no. At the end of your turn, you can roll. So, Otter, you can roll. You owed one, and Zaga would be owed one now.
Is that wisdom?
Wisdom save. Yep. It was right in the
And
middle of the
also
writing.
Advantage then.
Only Otter gets.
Yeah, I
it.
would done it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Adventure.
I have rolled a 0.
It's just a friend. Glad we went through that.
It would be 12 for me.
That's a fail.
Okay.
So you're
So
just a
still
friend.
fine.
Cool. So yeah, just remember at the end of your go, it's safe. Yeah, sorry, it's in between the aging part and the success part. It just says a little line that's like, and then in a 10. It's like, oh shit, cool. Nice. Yeah, sorry, Arta, you're up.
I swing my dream longsword at the
smaller
scorpion
scorpion.
who's come up behind me and
Nice.
hit for a 22.
22 hits, Zaga.
Yep, that hits.
And that's 6 points of bludgeoning.
6 points of bludgeoning damage to Zaga. Yeah, as you move around to get the draconic cry out, Arta slashes down.
Oh wait,
across you.
does Arta count as an enemy for the Draconic Cry?
If you select me as an enemy,
It's just any enemy within 10 feet.
Yeah.
We can say yes. I'm not against you here, Arta, for advantage.
Just
Let's
in case
see.
anybody wants to.
Yeah, let's go for it. Cool. Anything else? Arta?
oh no, I'm done. I'm just trying to
Cool.
tap. I'm swinging my longsword. I have become one with the desert.
Nice. And as you swing out with the longsword and attack, you in your mind you split this scorpion in half. As you look back and you can see that there's a few people have been taken down by some scorpions. As your eyes kind of fade to black again. Von, you're up.
Will this work in any way?
Ottar, you're up next.
If I was to cast detect thoughts, is it an additional action to dig deeper, or is it just? I guess it would be, wouldn't it?
No, not necessarily. I mean, you're using detect thoughts in a battle, so I'll let you use it to its full ability if you're using it as your action. If you want to just like light touch thoughts, we can talk about something else. But yeah, it depends on you're in an action sensitive environment. You don't get many of them. So if you want to use it for detect thoughts, then I'm happy for you to use it to push deeper on straight away to find out what's going on.
Yeah, I want to cast detect thoughts on Arta.
Mm-hmm.
And try and dig deeper to see if I can work out if this will help me find out what's going on with him at the moment.
Yep. What's the save?
It's a wisdom save.
Arthur, can you give me a wisdom saving throw, please?
Good at wisdom saves.
That's not good. That's not what I want to hear.
I get a +7.
Oh,
+7. Jesus.
it's a shame we had charisma saving throws for you. Yeah.
That is a 9 + 7. That's a 16.
Saves. Fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Can I get anything from the surface level?
From surface level, you feel from Arta that he is, especially before the kind of fade to black, that he's defending. You can feel that he is, his awareness is up, he's heightened. He feels like he's protecting. He's got this this urge inside him to make sure that people are safe, and it clangs on you that it's like very. That those feelings in this situation are not a match. For what he's feeling, this isn't like how he's acting versus how he's feeling. They are chalk and cheese. He feels like he's at heightened awareness and defending and watching out for people and having to attack. And like his thoughts are like, are they safe? Is this person safe? Like, are we prepared? Where's this attack coming from? And you don't get like but he's mindlessly attacking us, so that doesn't really make they don't gel.
Okay. What's the telepathy talk to him? Would that class as a bonus action?
You can try and use the same way you'd be able to shout in battle. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I'll telepathically try and say to Arthur, "You're defending the wrong people," hoping that somehow gets through to him. And then I will turn my attention to.
As you do that, you get back. You don't get anything back immediately from Arta, But yeah, as you send it into his mind, you do hear back again, just almost like in a more intense way there, and you hear, "Leave my golden boy."
Okay.
Out of character. Told you I was the golden boy. Bitches.
Are you staying where you are?
Okay, I know what's going on here now. Yeah, for my bonus action, Archer on. Which one do I go for?
The one that's got us frightened.
Sensing that it's weak already, I
Mhm.
think I'm going to go for that same one again.
Yep.
The one that's by Zaga.
Yep.
That's a nat one.
That's not gonna hit.
You have advantage.
Thank God for that. I'm not rolling that same dice though. That's a 19.
19 hits.
And that is 9 points of radiant damage.
9 points of radiant damage. Nice. Cool. Stay where you are.
Yes, because if I move anywhere,
You're
someone's going to get
Otter,
a reaction on me.
You are up. But you are still frightened.
That one next to Zaga, I'm out of line of sight from it.
Yeah.
Okay, do I have line of sight on the one in front of Faven?
You do, but they're gonna have an increased AC slightly because Art is in the way.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You're trying to thread the needle between Arthur and Faven.
Yeah, I'll try Eldritch Blast. 2 Eldritch Blasts on that one.
Mm-hmm. You've got pretty low AC.
Yeah. And because I'm out of line of sight, it's not a disadvantage.
No.
Oh, fuck's sake. So I'll be... Oh, they're both the same fucking dice. So that's 2 lots of 13.
Both hit. No low AC.
So 2 combined Eldritch Blasts would be 12 force damage.
12. Force damage, yep.
Yeah.
Cool. 12. Nice. As you fire them off, they like dart round Arta as they hit in. Yeah, you 13 was just enough with the increased AC. Nice. Good bit of damage on them. Stay where you are.
I'm just seeing if I've got any bonus actions I can use.
Dun, dun.
Yeah, I'll just stay around now. Nothing else to do.
Okay.
Do I get? I'll get another.
Yeah, you get another save.
thing?
Yep. Let's raise that camera's pointing slightly too off. 5 breakers now.
Okay. It's an advantage, right? Because I've got protection good and evil now.
Yep.
So that would be 15.
Yes, you make it. You
Thank God for that, because the other one was a 2.
yeah. Nice. Let's get advantage until his go. So first up is my ghosty boy. I mean, do I? I do. I've got to do it. I've got to go for flanking. Why can I not? I missed him last time. Zaga. Put that dice down. This ghosty form. Oh, I get advantage anyway. I don't need to move. I want to stay close to you because you're frightened. That's a natural 20. That's going to be bad. Zaga, is this...
Oh no, I can't do that. I don't know. I could do that. Can I cut in words a natural 20?
No. Because it won't. It's not. It's the.
That's when you always hit.
It's a critical
Crit
success.
sex.
Yeah.
Crit sex and uncrit sex are the only things they hit. Yeah, that's not good, man. 9, 10, 16. Oh my god. That's 36 points of necrotic damage.
Jeez.
Not only am I old, but I'm very, very bloody.
As one as this ghostly figure that misses you the first time, the second time gets in and just literally around you, almost feel like through your sternum, like inside your ribcage. She just holds on to your heart, looks into your eyes as the face like breaks out and the fangs grows. This horrible visage is presented in front of you. Von. Roll that 20 dice again. See if it's lucky. Yeah, what should I go for more? Oh, that's a nat 1. No, that's not lucky then. That went from 20 to 1. I mean, all's good in love and war. And Faywin. That is a 24 to hit. So you take 19 points of necrotic damage.
I'm furious.
That is in front of you. Faywin, you are up now.
Okay, the first one, I'm just gonna stab with my dagger the same one in front of me. 25 to hit.
Yep, hits. You have when does Zagger's go? Zagger's goes. You still got advantage on it if you wanted to check for the.
No, advantage is on the other two, not the one in front.
Oh, it's not on the one in front of you. Sorry.
It wasn't within 10 feet, so the other two are Nata.
Yep, you are correct. I've got it written down as well.
5 points of damage, and I'm gonna use a hit die
Yep.
to gain hit points equal to the result.
Nice. Good use.
I'll do that afterwards. I need to concentrate what I'm doing.
Yep.
And then I'll use my bonus attack again on the same one. 14 to hit.
Hits.
And then that's another 1 point of damage.
Wow.
That's good, isn't it?
Yeah. Stop hitting me
And
so
then
hard.
that was my bonus one, so I didn't do the +4. And then I want to use my second attack.
Yes.
Could you please point to Arta on the board? Yep, I'd like to attack Arta, please.
If you fire your bow at Arte, it will be a disadvantage because there is an
No, there's advantage against him, so it'll be a straight roll.
Oh, it'll be a straight roll. Yeah, true. Oh yeah, because you put the two draconic cry on him.
12 to hit.
I don't think that hits Arta.
No. I don't think it does.
Hits his shield.
I couldn't bring myself to aim properly because it's at my friend. So.
That's a way of hitting
I
out
use
the fact
shield.
that Yeah. Literally uses a shield. Nice. Zaga, you're up.
I use my action to disengage,
Yeah.
and I run over next to fucking Otto.
Yeah, because you weren't fighting by the time, weren't you? So you can. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25?
30.
30.
And I will use my bonus action to healing word myself.
Nice. Do that, and then roll your wisdom save for your frighten.
Uh, 11.
11 does not hit. You are still frightened. Wow, who'd have thought wisdom saves would be so effective? Nice. Back round to the top. Arta. As your eyes open, this time you are no longer in the desert. You are on what seems to be like a small ship, almost like, imagine like a Viking longboat style. Thin but very, very long, and there's you can see lots of other tieflings around as you guys are all rowing through a storm. And as you're rowing and pulling the oars, you can hear people shouting and screaming around you. You feel like you get that something hits you in the back as you're moving, if it's the wind or something else, or Phelan's arrow glancing off your side as you're rowing through, and you hear someone scream from the front to get down to prepare yourself as these tentacles fly out from the sea all around you. Funnily enough, in the exact same places that your enemies, your frenemies are staying there, as these tentacles come up ready, as you are readying yourself to take on any attacks that come towards you from this sea beast. And then your turn is up. We'll say for this that they are within boat range.
So, just to repeat.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's no longer scorpions. I'm on a boat.
Mm-hmm.
Take a look at me.
Yep.
I'm on a boat.
So, because I hit Von Van as a scorpion before, because you said I sliced through the scorpion when it was Zaga.
When it's like, yep.
So, did I slice through the scorpion when it doesn't matter actually, because it's new enemies, isn't it?
It's new enemies. As far as you're concerned, it's new enemies. You're in a new. You have been rowing. You're rowing on these high seas, and the storms around, and the sound of storms and lightning firing off. And then, yeah, as you hear this call out, these tentacles raise up. In your perspective, the boat runs down the length of the column.
Yeah.
So you see there's 2 tentacles towards the front and these 2 tentacles towards the back and the side. And you see around you other people trying to fight and ready themselves as these tentacles come in. They're slicing
Which
away.
side's the front and which side's the back?
The front is at the front, and the back is you were towards the back of
Okay.
one of the last oarsmen.
I'm going to go for the one at the front because I haven't hit everyone yet.
I'd like to do more damage. And like I say, you have your spells. If it calls out to Arthur to use spells, you are free to use spells.
What weapon do I have this time?
An oar.
Yeah, it would be. No, it wouldn't be. You still have your sword as you're in there now. This person is still armed the same way they were armed
Ooh.
before.
I see
as
the
you
lightning.
But yeah, the
And
lightning
I'm
is
like-
firing out around you. And again, this is high. As the like sound of the seas crashing and the boats moving, this is like high. Like for your adrenaline senses, you are on full.
Actually,
heightened alert.
You know what? I'm going to cast Thunderwave
Mm-hmm.
at level 2.
Nice.
Can everyone within 15 foot make a Constitution saving throw?
It's the 2 Alps.
And the ghosts.
Oh yes.
Not that I know that, and that's
Con-
not the reason I'm doing it. For clarity, I'm not trying to meta game. I'm just like,
a con save.
if I can get two tentacles in one turn,
Yeah,
then
yeah.
that would work.
21.
13.
What did you get? Sorry.
21.
Save and 13, and then the 15 foot. It's all of them, right? So the first one rolled 11, second rolled a 5, and the third rolled a 6. So I think it's a fail on all 3, right?
Did I fail as well?
Yep.
Yep.
So AC was the DC was 15.
Nice.
So that is 10 points of
Thunder?
of thunder damage. And in hindsight, I probably shouldn't do that because I'm on a boat. But we'll skip past that because it's too late now.
Yeah.
And everything that failed is pushed back 10 foot. So Faywin, you take 5 foot and don't get pushed. Everyone else takes 10 damage and gets pushed back 10 foot away from me.
Away from you.
If they can.
Yeah. Yeah, that one can't, and this one can. Faywin technically could.
Well, Faywin saved, so it's irrelevant.
Oh, good point. Okay.
I just took 5 points of damage.
Yeah. And what's the 5 damage? Thunder again.
Thunder.
Yeah. Okay.
And I
10
shout
for
to
everyone
the
else.
shout to the rest of the boat. I'm like, we can do it. And he imagine that with like a Viking accent.
It's with a Viking accent. No, it's just a Viking longbow. That's the only part of it that's Viking. The rest of it's fine.
Don't care.
Took one word and was like, no, the whole thing's Viking?
Imagine the last one I was doing like a Bedouin.
Oh, okay,
accent or something,
nice. I like
or
it.
like a Nubian accent.
Getting fully into it. Nice, Vaughn, you're up. You... You're here.
Did they need to do concentration checks when they got hit?
Who's concentrating?
I thought about the frightened and stuff, or is that just a permanent thing?
That's just a panel. It's on the saver, not on the savey.
Okay.
I am going to.
And Arthur's go has happened, right? So that is no longer advantage. What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
I am going
They come for
to
you, bad boy.
throw up my aura of vitality. and use my bonus action to heal myself with it.
Nice.
I'm not doing too good right now.
No.
It's a little bit better. And I'm still within.
You're still, yeah, you're within 5 foot of this one, yeah.
Yeah. So I am just gonna end my go. So I'm concentrating again for the aura.
Oh, yep. Aura. Nice. Otto, you're up.
Am I right next to Zaga?
Yeah, you're 5 foot away, yeah.
Can I pass him something as a free action, or would it take a bonus or something?
Depends if you can try and fuck me up or not.
A potion of healing.
Yeah, you can pass that, that's fine.
Okay, I pass Zaga 1 potion of healing.
Give him the poison one.
And I'm going to move up to the nearest thingy, wherever it is. Ghostly Visage.
Yeah.
Hello.
And I will use Booming Blade on it.
Ooh, booming blade.
For fuck's sake, honestly. Don't think that's going to hit. 11.
11 hits.
Oh, it does.
Is 11,
Okay, nice.
yes. They're not that difficult to hit.
I rolled a 3. It's a good job I got percent.
Mental. Yeah, they're easy to hit because they can fuck you up if they get you.
Find the dice.
They can fuck you up.
Okay, so that's 15 slashing.
Mm-hmm.
And just 1 thunder damage.
Okay. 15 slashing is from a magical weapon.
It is, yes.
Okay.
1 thunder damage, and should it willingly move more than 5 feet away in any direction, I think it is, it'll take another 2d8 thunder damage.
Screams out as you see its form kind of like almost like fall away from its body as it dissipates out of existence. You just hear a scream, like a high-pitched scream and screech as it just like almost like essentially disintegrates as fog in front of you.
That means Zaga's not frightened anymore.
That means Zaga's not frightened anymore. Well, I mean, he still might be frightened, but he doesn't have the condition frightened. Nice. There you go.
Was that my full movement?
Not quite. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
How far away from Arthur?
5. You need to move 5 to get close to him, so you're 10 away at the minute. There's 1 gap.
I'm 10 away. I'll move 5 feet back, just so, because if I'm not enough to knocked.
Okay. Nice.
And I'll dame it.
Up is the one in front of Von. You are concentrating on aura, but you are not frightened. Let's go in with attack. Oh, that's a 3 on the dice, so that's not going to hit. And Faywin, this one is going to float back towards you.
Can I see that one attacking Faywin from where I am? Just in case.
How far does your thing work?
Cutting words, 60.
Yeah, it's within 60.
Sorry?
Yes, it's within 60.
But I can see it.
Yeah,
I need to be able to see it.
We'll see you can see it.
So,
It's
okay,
through a few
just in
people,
case.
but you can see it. Cool. That's cool. That is a 15.
Cutting words.
That's not going to hit anyway. Roll your dice. What's Favor's AC? 15.
I'm not entirely sure. So
It's 15. Fairwin, you
So
dead?
D6.
Mine, sorry, is 16.
Oh, 16. Okay.
Oh, I wasted my reaction, but I don't need it. That's a 4, so 11.
And no reaction for Zaga. Noting that down. Let's kill him. So what? Sorry. Oh yeah, 4. So yeah.
4.
So the within touch misses. I mean, still, if that had come off, that would have been pretty fucking bad. Faywin, you're up.
I'm gonna stab it.
Mm-hmm.
Little shit.
Stab it.
14 to hit.
Yep, hits.
6 damage.
6 damage. Go for it 3 times.
Stab, stab, stab.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do
It's looking weaker. You can definitely see that the stabs are taking
17.
effect.
17 to hit.
Yep, hits.
7 damage.
Yep.
Is that the bonus attack or the other attack?
That one was the normal attack, and then this is the bonus one. So 25 to hit.
Yep.
3 damage.
3 damage is enough as you stab in and you hear the same high-pitched,
Yeah.
squealy voice. As this screech comes out and this ghost just falls away. It dissipates
As a
up.
free action, can I kick the sand that it was at?
There's no. It's ground. You can kick the ground. Yeah, go for it.
Like kick the air that it was in.
Yeah, go for it. You do a little.
Kick it.
Yeah. Yahoo!
Yeah.
Feynman is help Mario. Zaga, you're up.
Is drinking a potion an action or a bonus action?
Bonus action.
I'll drink the healing potion and hope it doesn't kill me.
It was very quick.
What does a healing potion do? Or what do I need to do?
Poisons you.
That's fine.
It's normal one, isn't it? It's D4s.
It's 2d4 plus 2 hit points.
Glug, 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 glug. Delicious.
So 5 plus 2 is 7.
Nice. That's your bonus action.
And then with my movement, I want to stay out of Arta's range, but get a line of sight on the last ghost. I've got 30 feet.
20. Yeah, you can get to 20. Do it from there.
Assuming that ghost is still within 60 foot of me.
Yep.
If in doubt, cast Dissonant fucking Whispers.
What's Dissonant Whispers
It
condition?
just needs to be able to hear me.
Where did we go through this? What's it actually do?
What does
Damage.
it
Yeah.
Psychic damage
Oh,
and
psychic
damage
damage.
around.
Oh, yeah, psychic damage.
do? So can I have a wisdom saving throw from the ghost?
Please, let me get a good dice out. 10.
Is a fail.
I just desperately want to check it because I do feel like whilst the damage will work, the reaction
Can it hear?
feels... No, it can. It's a ghost. It can hear, but... I feel like it's me. It's such a, like, bullshit written spell. If something is incapable... I mean, I'm going to come at you hard for it, but...
I know you.
If something is incapable of being
You've already
frightened...
come at me pretty hard with that fucking crit on
just
the
seems-
psychic touch or whatever.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna get you again. But it just seems like if something is immune to being frightened, why the fuck would it run away from someone whispering at it? Like, I get do the damage, but why is it written that way? I might change it. It's stupid though. It doesn't make any sense. Can't be charmed or frightened, but you can be scared of a whisper. Oh, all right.
Boom.
All right, what was the damage?
13 psychic, and
13.
yeah, it has to use its reaction to run as far away from me as it can. Although it says run, does it say run or does it say
It just says
move?
move.
It says move as far as its speed allows. Okay, yeah, because it doesn't have legs, so I assume it's flying or something.
It can fly, yeah. So I was gonna cheese it and just fly up in the air. Because I can just fly straight back down again.
Fuck it, do it. It's away from me.
Yeah. Cool. That is your go. Round to the
Yes.
top, Arta. The tentacles are wrapped. They're much closer. The ones at the front of the boat are now wrapped around the front of the boat. One of them is off to the rear side, and one is holding the back of the boat. And you feel like you need to get, if you're going to get your people across and get this boat from anywhere other than the bottom of the ocean, you need to act now. Arta. I'm assuming you realise that was you.
Wait, say that again.
You fall off the boat and die,
The tentacles are doing shit.
and then you die.
Oh right, yeah, no, I was gonna go after the tentacle at the front that didn't go
Yeah.
away when I.
There's 2 tentacles at the front. Really close to each other as well. It's really handy.
No, the other ones. The one I attacked first time.
Oh, you mean Fey?
That was in the back.
Yeah.
How's the back? You literally asked what the front and the back was and got it the wrong way around.
Oh, well, there's a delay. There's a delay,
Fucking
so I hear you
hell.
before I see you because I'm on Twitch.
Why are you on Twitch?
Views,
Views.
and also so I can reach out.
Really just
Some people chatting.
mocking him about being
It's generally just us.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Anyway,
It's,
I'm
your-
going to
it's,
start
it's how I check that you guys are not cheating.
That's 22.
22 against Fabian? With a what?
Warhammer.
Oh, okay. So you're stepping up to her.
I scream out.
I ignore the sound of the
Yeah, you don't hear the
tentacle
scream.
making noises.
The tentacle's not making any noise in your head.
And it's only a 3.
Oh, come on. Give you a chance to kill people.
I
This is
still
how you
scream
use
out.
it. This is how you use it. Bonus action?
Can I have one?
Bon, you're up. Von, you're up.
Fucking Bon.
That's because I was biting my
I-
mustache.
I'm going to.
I miss Bonnie.
She's weird little Bon. She just is a little slap.
I'm going to pass the
Attention.
guiding bolt into the one that's
The one
moved
remaining.
away from me.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to step out slightly because it's just round the corner.
Okay. Yeah, I'll step
Yeah,
across.
you step one.
where I need to.
Nice.
That is a 13 to hit.
Hits.
That's 10 radiant damage.
10. Nice. Cool. Definitely over bloodied now.
And I'm going to do the starry form into it as well.
Nice. Using the advantage.
Yes. So that is a 22.
Definitely hits.
And that's 9 points of radiant
9
damage.
points of radiant damage. This ghostly farm is not looking so good.
And that
This ghost.
ends my go.
Oh, just that's into you. Okay, cool. Sorry, the sort of thing I can do, and it's bloody brilliant. Otter, you're up.
Okay, I'll move up into. Let me just read this. Uh, 10 feet of Vata.
Mm-hmm.
And I will use my bonus action to pole arm attack him with a blunt end.
Fucking hell. Otter,
Smack him.
his tentacles are going at you, son.
Well, no, that's not going to hit because that's 11. So I'll just use my main hand attack to attack him.
Nice. With the pole on. Or you step
No, with my halberd.
It's 10 foot reach.
So, yeah. 10 for each. So that's going to be
Like a tentacle.
22 to hit.
That hits.
Oh, sorry. It's 15 slashing damage.
Woo! Jesus fuckers.
I'll try the thingy end first.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Does that do anything to his condition?
Yeah, you hit him with a halberd. He fucking hurt him. But nothing else happens though.
Nothing else happens.
Mhm.
Okay.
Hellish rebuke happens.
Oh yeah, hellish
Have
rebuke.
a dex saving throw, please.
It's good to watch it as like a bystander.
Oh dear. 7, so that fails.
Oh, that's a fail. Oh, how many dice is that, Dan?
It's 3d10.
Oh, that's 3d10. Oh,
That's 14 points of fire damage,
oh.
which is much better than I rolled on the thing when I pressed the button.
Most fun. Every fight is
Is
gonna be
that-
fun. Joe.
Is that a saving throw for concentration as well?
It is the same throw for concentration.
Yeah.
You are correct.
Anything you can do, I can do slightly worse.
Yeah.
That's an 11.
That's an 11. Oh, no, 11 is only above 10, unless you take more than 20 points damage.
Mhm.
Which you didn't. So you're good. You save on your concentration. Nice. I have one final throw of the dice. Each creature within. Yes. Can everyone except Arta give me a wisdom saving throw, please?
Fucking wisdom.
Yeah.
16.
16 saves, 10 fails.
17.
Or
4. 4 fails
I'm
by
about
a
to get
lot.
older again,
Can
aren't
you
I?
roll a d4, please?
here we go again.
It's even older.
Do I roll D4 as well? Sorry.
No, you failed, but not
Okay.
by.
2.
You age by another 20 years. Zagger is now 50 years older than he was before. He
How old was I to start? I don't think I ever specified an age.
You were like I had you as like a 20s to 30s for
It sounds
making
about
you a
right.
juvenile, yeah. But I think they can live to like 150 or something. They've got quite a long age
Okay,
cohorts.
so I'm about middle-aged now.
yeah.
Zaga somehow has a walking stick now.
Yeah,
No one quite,
yeah.
is quite sure where it came from.
Like as you get hit, you step back and your knee clicks. You're like, what the hell was that?
Do I get any wiser in my old age? Because that would really help.
That would help. No, you just age. So Faywin and Zaga are frightened. The others. What did you get, Von? You've saved as well, right?
Oh, that's 17.
Yeah, cool. Nice. That is all they can do, but that was my final throw to try and scare you fuckers away. As we are into Faywin.
So I roll at disadvantage,
You've got
right?
disadvantage against this one if you're attacking it. Yeah, or you can attack Arta.
I'm. Oh, so there's only one left up.
There's only one left up. Yep.
Okay, so that one that's further away from me,
Yep.
middle of the board, is it?
Yep.
I want to attack that, and I did 14 at disadvantage to hit.
Okay, you did roll disadvantage. Good. 14 hits. Yep.
Come on. 6.
6
Piercing.
points of with your bow,
Mhm.
which is a standard bow. So it's not as effective as the
It
dagger's
goes
were.
through and hits Von Van.
Oh, if it had been a
Breaks
while,
concentration.
I would have done it. That would be good. That's mean. I wish I could do that. Nice. You got a second attack?
I have. Arta's right in front of me.
Oh, that's
Fuck
right
him
in front
up.
of you.
Oh, I don't want to do it because I hurt him. I'll do it anyway.
Regain your health points.
He did hit you, to be fair.
Yeah, true. 17 to hit.
Meets it, beats it.
Beats it, beats it.
You're 17, I thought you were 16.
No, I got some.
Oh, you got the new mail, didn't you?
Yeah.
It's 5 points of damage, and then I'm going to use my last hit die to regain HP.
What HP you on, Arta?
Arta. That was 5, right?
Mhm.
Still pretty high.
Yep.
124.
Nice. Zaga, you are up. You are frightened and feeling real fucking old, man. This fight is taken out of you, and you can't even really work out why.
Yeah.
You don't remember why you're that old.
Can we see that he's old?
Now you can.
I
He's
asked.
50 years older than he was before, so he's gone from being like a sprightly little kobold to like but with a kobold it's like kind of hard to see what's going on, but like his ears are like a little bit like floppier. They ain't got the same sprightliness in them, and his scales are a little bit more dull. They're
More like leather.
whitening. Yeah, well, less like the texture, more like the coloration is just like duller, and the edges are slightly whitening out.
Grey scales.
He's got grey
Kobold.
scale. Yeah,
Aw.
he's got like a little goatee beard, like a samurai, like a wax on wax off.
Like Splinter, it's like the Dragon Vision.
He's got loads of grey hairs growing out of his ears.
Yeah, his ears are more hair than they are ears.
Where can I stand that's within 30 feet of Arta and the ghost?
I imagine you can't get closer to the ghost.
Yeah. Oh, I can't get closer to the ghost,
No,
can I? So I
no.
can't really move forward.
No, because as soon as you step across, it's gonna make you closer.
You within 30 feet anyway.
Yeah, you
Both
should
of
be.
them, am I?
5, 10, 15. Yeah, you are. You're like 20, 25 feet away.
Okay, in that
I need
case,
to up the squares
I'm
on this,
going
'cause
to...
I like not putting squares so they don't distract from the board, but they're also fucking incredibly hard to see. The individual.
Yeah, I
units.
can't see them all.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I love
bane the both of them.
Gonna bane them.
Yeah, why not?
Woo!
Charisma saving throws, please.
Ooh, nice. 15 for the
Fail.
ghost, and Arta must roll his own save.
21.
That's a save.
like a
So the
save.
ghost is baned,
Ghost is baned.
and I am concentrating.
Nice. Round to the top, Arta.
Does that get a
Oh yeah, you get a check for the
check against the
fright.
fright?
Oh, yeah, wisdom again, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fail.
Nice. You are really bad at wisdom. Note to self: Zaga cannot pass a wisdom saving throw. Yes. Back on the top, Arta, you're up. You are still the ship. You can see is starting to take on water now, and there's people that have been dragged overboard and are screaming out and around you. You look down, you can see the female tiefling is holding the swaddled child and just looking up at you. Just like the plea for you are the last hope to save them in this moment.
I'm just gonna charge and attack whichever one's closest.
Faywin is stood next to you.
That's a 24 to hit.
24 hits.
And that is 6 points of damage.
6 points. You had no bonus, right?
No.
Von, you're up.
I am going to.
The one in front of you is looking quite weak.
Yeah, I'm going to use my
Styrofoam.
styrofoam to attack that one first of all. That's 23.
Definitely hits. Fucking 23. Got 11 AC, son!
And that's 6 radiant damage.
6 radiant damage is enough as you fire in the bolt as it bursts and it almost has the appearance of burning away as the scream is the last thing to leave as this dust just disappears out on the wind and the fog.
Waste of a spell slot. I'm no longer concentrating.
Yeah, you are no longer concentrating nor frightened. All of your little things. Oh, and Fabian's not frightened either. Yeah, you're frightened. Condition
Am I
different.
still on a boat?
You are still on a boat. As you are sat out now. Who was that? That was Von, right? So you guys have
just a bonus action. So yeah.
That's your bonus action. You still get your action. It's up to you guys what you do now. You have So Von's still got an action to go, and then it's Otter, Arta, Faywin, Zaga. So you're all going again before Arta goes. So you can kind of break. You all have a movement and action if you want to use them before Arta will get another go if we're moving in sync.
Well,
So
I mean,
up to
I
you guys
kind
what you
of
want
got
to
an idea of what's going on from trying to read his thoughts, even though I haven't actually relayed that to other people. So I'm going to, for my action, which is quite fitting with the scenario he's in at the moment in his head, hit Arthur with the tidal wave.
Oh. Okay.
You've not seen that before.
That is a how wide?
It's so the area can be up to 30 foot long, up to 10 foot wide, and up to 10 foot tall. So I can make it smaller than that.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
it
so
only
you've got
hits
all-
Arthur.
Okay.
So Dex saving throw.
Water boy.
Arta, deck save throw.
Dex save throw is 13, which probably fails.
That fails, yes. So it's 4d8 damage.
Jesus.
and You're knocked prone.
Ooh.
That is fucking old desk. That's 20 damage.
20.
Bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, cool, whatever.
It's not good when it comes back. Nice. Von, you got movement? So yeah, the rest you see is Von just conjuring out of the floor almost. This huge wave build up in this luckily quite narrow sphere and just crash straight in, smashes through Otter into the wall, and then just almost as quickly as it appeared, dissipates out as Otter is left prone on the floor in front of you.
And I will move a bit closer and also shout out to the rest of them. I think there's one inside of him.
What?
Inside of you. I should have just sung that to you the whole time. That would have been so much more creepy. Oh, that's going to come back.
Oh, let's get into the Greek again then.
The Russell Band ghost who just possesses people and things. Otter.
I want to attack Arta with the intention of knocking him unconscious rather than killing him.
You get
it's advantage of
because he's on the
prone.
floor, yeah.
Which is good because that would be a 25 to hit.
Yep.
And 11 damage.
Well, if it's 11 damage, then I would be dead. So I don't know how
You are
if you're knocking me
knocked.
prone.
Yeah, knocking
Being
unconscious. Nice. So yeah, you swing in and you not nice. Obviously, you're hitting each other. I'm very distraught that this is happening. I can't believe it would happen. So yes, Arthur, you hit 0 hit points. As you guys are stood back, as Arthur is down, and you kind of you see the eyes roll back in his head, and then almost as they come back around, as his eyes are like flickering, you see the kind of whites of his eyes return. As a ghostly form appears through his body, but facing towards him. The cloak like kind of flowing down either side, just floating there above him. As you all hear the words and the whistling and the screams, but Arta, you hear nothing, just silence, and you just hear. Again in Infernal, you hear, "My sweet golden boy, my sweet golden boy," and then you see again as your eyes close, you see one last thing. The beautiful tiefling woman that is in front of you, you see in what looks to be like a small town, and she's moving about the town. She's distraught. You see times where she is crying, and she's like sat in rooms, and then it flashes forward again, and she's in the streets. And the streets, as you like piece them together, they look very similar to Redvant, but not a time now. They seem to have some age to them, and yeah, you see her then, and you see her then again working in parts, and then you see that you get this overwhelming feeling of just like sadness and like being distraught and having not much light in her life, and then the last thing you start to feel is to like kind of come back to her as you see her smile for the first time close up, and then as it kind of pulls out, you see that she is holding another small baby tiefling in her hand, very deep, very similar skin coloration to yourself as well, as she kind of moves back, and that's the last thing you see as you kind of your eyes then back dim to black as you are knocked unconscious. The rest of you see as this ghost pulls back, is just floating there above and seems to be just floating her way up and away from Arta now. You still have Feywin and Zaga to go, and Otto, if you've got anything else, as this ghostly visage is just like pulling itself. You can see it's been released from Arta's body, but as it's pulling itself up towards, floating away from you, if there's anything you'd like to do.
No.
I will remind you, you don't know any of this has happened. All you know is that a ghost seemingly possessed your compadre.
I'm still crying.
Stop crying.
I mean, it doesn't look threatening, right? It's floating away.
Around you, you are kind of being almost like suppressed with what feels like wind. Although, if you look to trying to pick out, you're not. There isn't a whirlwind, there isn't a tornado, but it's almost that feeling of a tornado, of like the whispers that are screaming around are there to suppress, and almost like the eye of the storm is Arta's body with this ghostly figure just floating up. And as she gets higher up now, kind of passes by your eye line, you can see she just has her hand out towards, as you hear that repetition of those of you that, or all of you that don't speak Infernal, does that Dashi Im Iata, and you realise that the more that you hear it and the more you tune into it, that the last word Sounds an awful lot like the name of your friend. Now, said slightly differently, slightly pronunciation, but yeah, the Dajali Imata, as she just whispers out. As you,
Being a tiefling, would it be a southern belle accent?
no.
I'm just gonna use.
Begone, demon!
I'm just gonna cast healing word on Arthur.
Nice. So yeah, as this, you firing off a healing word into Arta's Arta, you come back to consciousness. As you come back to consciousness and kind of roll around, you can see, I'm assuming your friends are slightly closer to you, as you can just see almost disappearing out, just the face on a cloud that just wisps away.
As that happens, I kind of reach my hand out, kind of awaken with like a gasp. Just kind of sit up.
And you are out of
Oh,
initiative.
my back! What the
Are you
fuck?
okay? You went crazy there for a minute.
There was desert, and then there was scorpion. Where were you guys? We were in a desert. I was in a desert,
We were right here. You were kind of zoned out.
and then there was a boat,
A boat? No.
and then I got washed ashore, and then I saw this woman, this tiefling woman, and that's all I'm going to say. I'm not
Did
gonna
that
say
ghostly figure look like a tiefling to us? Would we say
Yeah,
that?
all of them looked like
Oh,
tieflings
yes.
before they turned into like hellish demons. They were like, they almost appeared at first, and then that quick flick into like essentially like a hellborn demon was what when your frightening effect kicks in. But yeah, they all looked like tiefling variations of tiefling women, different horns and but yeah, all tieflings.
Wherever you were, we were fighting these ghostly tiefling-looking things, and we had to kind of knock you out to stop you, because you were attacking us. You must have been thinking we were something else or something. I don't know.
No. Does that mean I'm not the hero of this fight?
No, you're really strong.
So we had to kind of knock you out, but then, when you're unconscious, there's one of these ghost things that just rose out of your body, like it possessed you or something.
I mean, it wasn't. It didn't feel like. I don't know. I was in the body, but I wasn't the body. But I was the body. It didn't look like me. Felt taller, less handsome.
Yeah, obviously.
Speaking of feeling different, why does my back ache so much?
And this is when you
I could
notice
do with a rest.
as you all look at Zaga. It's like a different kobold in front of you. You're looking at him like you look like Zaga's dad. He is 50 years older.
Oh
and
my
still
god,
looks
Saga,
50.
what's happened to you?
What
You
do you
can
mean
take
what's
the skies
happened?
off now, Zaga, come on. What are you?
You were so young and sprightly. Now look
What
at
are you guys talking about? Why is my knee aching? Is it gonna rain?
Well, this is
Can
too
I
loud.
do an
You
investigation
turned into your
check?
dad.
Can I do an investigation check for a long stick?
Yeah. I mean, just passively, you'll be able to find one within the rubble of these different buildings. You'll be able to pull out a stick.
I kind of like I'm like shaking off the pain, and I'm kind of like limping and wincing as I go, and I go up to Zach and I pass him the long stick, and I'm like, here you go.
What am I gonna do with this?
Would handcuffs be metal in these days?
Yeah.
I hand the handcuffs to Zaga so that he can look at his reflection and see that he's really old.
I don't think they wouldn't be polished
Handcuffs
metal.
are tall and
That's
Why
shiny
not?
metal.
Yeah, they're not
they're
gonna
very
be,
small and thin.
yeah.
The
I mean, it
manacles.
seems like something that Faywin would do, though. She would definitely polish her hang.
100%.
Polish the handcuffs to the point that they're shiny enough like a mirror.
I thought they'd be fairy.
Oh, God.
Oh god. I was going through my entire bag to see if I had anything shiny, and that was the closest there.
Mhm.
Is there anything
Why
around
do you
that
stop
is
looking at me
reflection-
weird?
that he could see his reflection in where we are?
Yeah,
Any
you could
metal
probably,
or
yeah,
anything?
you could probably scavenge
I
like
could
a
create a
small
puddle.
piece of you could create a puddle. You could probably scavenge like a small piece of glass from one of these rooms if you wanted to try, and then like in the right light would give a reflection.
Can I try and do that?
Yeah, it's like as you given this piece of glass to look at yourself, it's dark, So you're like looking through, but you are looking at your face like fuck, like Jesus, like why's my skin a lot? Like you feel like, oh, hang on, like I'm wiggling my skin around a little bit more than I could before, and my ears aren't as pointy as they were, and just little things. Yeah, you look older.
Can I try something to discern if it's a magical effect of some kind?
Mm-hmm. What would you like to see?
To attempt to.
Yeah, you know, Arcana.
Well, that's not very good. 6.
6, no.
Can I roll an Arcana?
Old as hell. Yeah, anyone wants to roll Arcana if they think they
The
want.
fuck happened to me? I mean, I look distinguished.
Well,
I rolled 22.
Nice.
I'm a bit of a silver fox. You can see the silver streaks in some of these scales.
12, you wouldn't really get much. 22, book learnt. You know, and you've heard bits about, like, essentially like ghost stories, like the hauntings and exorcisms and like the removal of spirits and sending them on to the next life, and the damaging effects that they can have on people and possessions and stuff like that. So you know that this is an effect that's happened, and that there are spells and potentially potions that could be used to restore the back, but they tend to be stronger spells that are required. So something akin to a greater restoration would be required.
So I say that to the group, and I'm like, we should probably get Zaga back to Al the chemist.
You gonna go see Al? You think he can fix me?
Well, I mean, unless you want to be old for a bit, but...
Wait, what did you say? Greater restoration?
Yeah.
are we not finishing looking around this place first?
I mean, he can be old for a bit longer. He just might be a bit slow, and we can probably carry him or something if he gets too tired. But
I mean,
when we get back, we should take him to Al the chemist, because I've
he's
I
not
read
old that he
something.
can't walk. You know,
I
just-
No,
reach
but-
into the bag of holding
Mhm.
and pull out a potion of greater restoration and hand it to Zaga.
Where did we get one of those?
Yeah.
What am I? You want me to drink this?
Drink this, it may help.
it's poison.
Finally.
And
Can
melee
I,
attack.
can I try an insight check to see if I can discern if it's poison?
Yeah.
12.
I mean, it's a like milky grey with flecks of silver. It looks weird as a potion, but you've never seen anything like this before.
It's weird, but I don't think Bon would. You wouldn't try and
It's on
poison
your-
me, would you?
It's on
Otter
your
would.
trust of- It's on your trust of Von.
You
How
trust
was I
me,
going to
Zaga?
poison you? I've been.
No, not Otter.
I wouldn't put- I'll give you a healing potion, damn it.
Did. Zaga
I mean,
did
Maybe
potion.
it's like a
You drink the potion.
a thing.
Yeah.
You implode. You are lucky because you had a ticking clock on that one. As you drink the potion, you see as Zaga finishes it, almost like watching. You start watching a time lapse very quickly before your eyes as his scales gain their like vibrance and color, and his skin pulls up his face, and these little grey goatee hairs just shrivel up back inside themselves. As like quick time lapse, and Zaga is back to the way he was before.
Ears are more sprightly.
No, he's a bit the same. He's taking a bit of wear, but not.
No, his ears, they've been more sprightly and firm.
Yeah. They're like,
I want to sort of gently flick his ears. When
yeah, once they get up to full cartilage.
Uh,
Wow, that's crazy.
You looked a bit
How do
cooler
I look?
before. Worse than before.
What worse? What did you
Yeah.
do to me, Bon?
You're kind of distinguished before. Now you're just like,
Another kobold.
Oh, wait. You mean it's fixed? Oh, I apologize. Where did we get that potion? I don't remember picking that up anywhere.
It's...
he is a real druid.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that, yes.
And on that bombshell, yeah, we can finish out just realised at 20 past 11. So yeah, we can do the.
You said there was a
the
ticking
final
clock on that.
checks. There was you have 24 hours in which to restore to try and reversed.
Oh shit!
Otherwise,
Great
it's locked in.
Restoration is like a higher level spell.
It is a high level spell.
So what? It would stay like that or he'd die?
No, it stay like that. He just permanently ages. It's not like it's a permanent aging that has to be restored. It's like a curse essentially.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a permanent restoration. That
Fuck,
Like
Yes.
also
Wisdom
Faerun
saving
reading
throws.
books.
yes.
I was tempted to take remove curse today.
Yeah, remove curse. Would it? We can reverse with. Oh, and it does.
I mean, might not, but
No, I think it is including achievements on. It probably, I mean, for using it, it would probably let it work, but it does just say Great Restoration because yeah, it's like a high level one. And then yeah, the possession one, there is no saves on being possessed. It just is you essentially become incapacitated, and you can't unless you use certain spells, which I believe only like turn undead stuff is only available to Arta.
I can do turn undead stuff.
Yeah, but unfortunately, when the ghost is inside you, you can't do it on it. So.
Also, I would have completely forgot that was the thing that I
Yeah.
can do. So,
Essentially, you did, yeah, yeah. Or your protection from good and evil was good, but yeah, if you could dispel good and evil if you had it. But again, I think that's high level. But yeah, I think it's
So,
still fair.
what are we gonna do now?
I mean, we need to finish chucking this place, right? Otherwise, we're not going to get paid.
oh, how much did I get healed, by the way? Because I didn't actually. do
Yeah,
it.
on the healing word.
Yeah, I think it was like 8. Let me double check. Healing word 8. Yeah.
How many turns of my aura did I have left? I think I only had it out for like 2 turns, didn't I?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 2
Can
rounds.
I just like dished out the other?
Yeah. If you want to do it now, just like just fire it out quickly.
Yeah, so
Just while I remember, it seems like from what you were saying, Arda, that ghost that had control of you, it was in you. Maybe they had some kind of unfinished business or something, and that's why they're hanging around. After all that shit you saw?
Maybe they had a bad night at the spa.
Yeah, maybe. But it seems like that's the ghost that we have to deal with, and it disappeared.
Let's see if it's, disappeared from here for good.
I don't know about that.
I mean, you want your money, right?
I'm just thinking, if we have to fight it again, we're pretty fucked up.
I channel my divinity turn undead.
Mm-hmm.
If there's anything nearby, they have to make a DC. They can hear me, so I say, "Be gone, foul creatures," or whatever. And if there's anything within 30 feet of me, so 30-foot radius, I guess,
Yeah.
they have to make a Wisdom save of DC 15.
Nice. You nothing appears as you fire that out.
It's a big place, though, isn't it?
It is a
think,
massive place, yeah.
I think we're all good.
there's 7 lots of healing to dish out between you guys. Who needs what?
I mean, I'm on 24.
I mean, you've said that I was attacking everyone, so I'll be humble and go last. As I say that, I cast Healing Word on myself at level 3.
Ah, shit, I could probably do. I took a beating there.
I only feel half as good as normal.
I'll take 1 if you don't mind.
Okay, so you get 6 back.
Thank you.
How do you 2 want to split yours?
However you want to do it.
Yeah, just do it. I'll kill you anyway. What?
I mean, you nearly did. I was down to 2 when you
That
hit me
was-
with that crit.
That was a crazy crit on a withering touch. Because that's the thing, they're like easy to hit, and they don't have a huge amount of hit points. But if you get hit with the aging or the frightened and then get withering touch, you could be dead quite quickly. That's wonderful.
Withering, withering.
Withering eye. Nice.
It's not you.
You want to quickly check this area?
Yes.
One of you gets 19, the other gets 24.
Woo!
If you're doing it that way.
You take 24, I'll take 19.
Fair enough.
That's some big boy healing from that aura.
Thanks, Bonbon. You really saved my ass.
As
Maybe
you-
you're not a shit druid.
It's just
Yeah, maybe you
aged you
think
and
wisely
healed you.
before saying that again.
as you look around, the fog and the cold is still there, but just even with your like passive perceptions, you don't hear whilst the wind blows, it definitely isn't carrying whispers, and it definitely isn't at the strength that it was before. So you can feel like there is definitely more, while still a little bit creepy, there's definitely a cool calm to the area that wasn't here before. And then give me someone give me a perception, someone give me an investigation check for the site.
I'll do the investigation.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 15.
15, nice. And who's doing a perception?
I'll do perception.
Someone who's good at perception.
That's 24.
Nice. So as you look around, you can see when you go inside the site that the site itself just looks as standard as a construction site would be. You can see there's areas for tools. There's a couple of like portaloos and stuff on one side. You can see the scaffolding is built up and everything seems to be locked up and in order as you're walking around. Nothing seems to have been attacked or damaged with inside. It seems to be whatever was happening, you feel like was towards or contained in the outside. You get a pretty good feeling that there is nothing lurking here, hiding around. With investigation, as you're looking through trying to find anything else, you start to kind of peer into the site and what they're working on now. And you catch sight and I can't remember if you were there. If you were to point out, let's say you were to point out, you see some of the boxes that look very similar to, remember when you went to that warehouse when Thon was a cat? You see some of those boxes around, and you see some of them are opened, and inside you can see that there's some like almost like place rooms set up with green felt tables and these like higher top chair, like nicely made wooden, almost like bar stool sized chairs sat around it, and there's a few little mock-ups in one of the rooms that you can see into, and then further down you can see that there's some larger what look to be either not like glass containers but like tanks, like almost ceramic or like tough clay in nature that seem to be like round in shape, that the boxes have been opened up on them but they haven't been pushed anywhere. As you're looking through them, there just seem to be like big round tubs that are set up. But other than that, you just general building gear.
No, leave it now.
But
Well, not unless you want to take nails and hammers and whatever else. There's general work gear, but nothing. No, nothing too spectacular. You just
no
notice
sign
in
of
these
the
boxes.
ghosts coming back.
You get feel that the presence that was here and around has been dissipated. Whether for now they seem to be clear. I think your one thing to worry about is what you take as you've got nothing to show for your work, but you can definitely feel the difference in the kind of like the general environment. You had a heightened sense because you knew you were going into something, but that wind that blows through now and the fog that's there doesn't have the same ominous feeling that it had before.
I find no ectoplasm anywhere.
Spooky ghost.
No.
I ain't afraid of no ghost.
No. Cool.
Have we calling it that then?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, if you unless there's anything anyone wants to pick up from there, you guys can hobble yourself back
No, we've
through.
done an investigation check and there's nothing to pick up. So
No. This is a general building site, so unless anybody had some ideas of stealing some general tools, then there's not much for you really.
Just I think concession needs to go soon. So.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. So you guys, make your way back through Redvant to the Red Hoods, and we can pick up then. Yes, it's early hours of the morning, so there won't be many people there when you get back. But what do you get up to next as you are one day down, one day away from Gallon's workings, and maybe a couple of little jobs to pick up in Redvant over the next day or so. Lovely. All right, well, we'll leave it there then. Ta-ta, everybody. Farewell.
Ta-ta.
Ta-ta, nipples.